and Mark.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we spent this past 20 minutes yelling everything at Jonathan that he might want to know.
Look, I have a job where I have to wake up very early in the mornings, and I can't stay up until 11 all the time anymore. I get exhausted.
I know. I was just saying, we were fucking just, everyone was trying to pile it on you real fast. It was great. I loved it. Because I don't know if you retained any of it, and it's fucking going to be hilarious.
I retained all of it. Whether or not Mark acts on any of it is a completely different story.
It'll be fine. I see no
It'll
problems
be
with this.
perfectly fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Ask Milagros. Milagros knows these things. There is no trauma to be had here, ladies and gentlemen. We are a trauma-free zone.
From the bottom of my heart.
What's wrong, Milagros? You
Don't-
act like some kind of great tragedy befell everyone last game, and maybe it has left you scarred emotionally.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
You can't all die.
Oh,
All right,
Problems.
let's get it going.
The worst part about it is what I'm doing to you tonight. It's gonna be so shitty.
I'm
I
so ready.
spent
Let's
the
go.
week.
Oh,
I
boy.
spent the week
Bro.
looking up rules and disciplines, and I was just like, "Oh, this is gonna suck." But yeah, hi everybody. Welcome back to
Already
Dinner in a
tearing up.
Game.
I hate it here.
It is time for Emerald Sanctums, which is our World of Darkness Orphans Chronicle. For those of you who don't know, an Orphans Chronicle is a chronicle where we get to play whatever the fuck we want. Instead of having to play only vampires, or only werewolves, or only mages, or only changelings, we play a little bit of everything, which means that the chaos levels are high at all times, and we do our best to keep them that way by traumatizing our players and seeing who all we can make cry. I have a goal for the night. I'm not going to tell you what the goal is,
You
but
can't
I
make
have.
me.
I have a goal. I have a
I don't
goal.
wanna.
Does anyone know? Hey, Crip Walker. But so we're gonna get started with things in just a moment. But first, as always, I love to check in with the amazing people who allow me to beat upon their souls with a rubber mallet. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
To be fair, that was me last week.
That was you last week. What do you think
I
is gonna
borrowed the
happen
hammer
this
from
week?
you.
You brought, yes, you did do a good job
Twice.
of abusing me. So there
Twice.
we go.
I did. I stole the hammer from you twice. This is Milagros. This is Milagros' vibe for the
Oh,
night.
you know what? Where's
Milagros
mine?
is trying to flick off the screen, but doesn't have the energy to get the hand up high enough.
This is you.
Mm.
We're gonna
we
pick
need to
you.
get
Yeah, it
Milagros
is.
one of those. We need to get Milagros one of those.
This,
Yeah, right.
Milagros needs
This
one
one's well. This
Squishmallow.
one's grumpy all the time. Like, watch, it's still grumpy. Like, it's just grumpy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start out. I tell you what, let's start out with the OG victim from last week, Ivy.
Hi.
How are
I wouldn't
you,
say I'm a
Ivy?
victim, but that's okay.
Actually, okay, the victimizer because you nailed everyone else.
Yeah. And on Friday as well. So yes.
Friday was good. Friday was amazing. Yeah, but that time she was supposed to because she was the GM.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
there was trauma. There was trauma to be had. Ivy, how are you doing?
I'm great. My throat's a little sore, but otherwise I'm good.
Excellent, wonderful. And who are you playing this evening?
Yes, I am playing the lovely and incorrigible Vera Rota, my lovely Lasombra vampire, my favorite goth big titty GF.
Excellent, excellent. Let's go ahead and go around the bend a little bit. Am.
Hi.
I'm just kidding.
my mic did it again. Hello there.
And how are you tonight, M?
Hope I don't lose my house. It's
Oh,
fine.
come on. You think I do that to you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're right. But anyway,
Exactly.
but I won't do it on purpose. I'll just accidentally kill Finn again with a die roll. And who are you playing this evening?
I'll be playing our lovely Countess Rosaline. She is a she noble from the house of. Okay, I've been pronouncing this wrong the entire time. It's Islanded.
I always pronounce
not-
it Alunid too. I don't know.
It's Islanded.
Islanded?
Mhm.
That sounds creepy.
Yeah,
Sounds like Illithid, like
I know.
Mind
I was like,
Flayer.
oh, it's the House
Beautiful.
Mind Flayer. Got it. Okay.
yeah.
No.
She's just done with
Done.
everyone's shit. She's just done.
I don't even understand why she gets so frustrated. It's like she feels like something bad has been happening.
I don't know. Maybe because she can feel emotions a lot more than normal people can, and it's a horrible thing. And also feeling other people's emotions at all times is an awful thing.
Oh my God! Be really thankful you're not near Vera right now or Pandora.
Yeah.
There was a reason that Vera left you and said, "No, it's okay. I I got this.
It's fine. Rose totally would not have set the whole baseball field on fire. It would have been fine.
And it would have been wonderful too.
Everything's burning.
Everything's burning just as it should be. Sphinx! You're muted.
Yes.
And how are you today?
I'm full of knives.
Full of knives? Why are you full of knives?
It's been a long day.
You know, you may be
Long.
full of knives, but you also have a very big sword now.
I do have a very big sword. I have the big sword. I'm very excited about it.
And who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Order of Hermes mage, who just found out that he is one of a multiverse of Merlins, Emrys.
And was
Nobody
given
updated me on any of this stuff.
It was right before the whole beer thing.
Yeah. And now Emrys also happens to have, albeit it's an alternate timeline version of it, he has Excalibur.
Where did
Basically,
that
an
come
old,
from?
basically an old maid showed up to Emery's room and said, "Yep, here's a sword. You're gonna need this."
Yeah, basically Merlin from an alternate dimension. Cam was like, "Hey, I got you. I want this back, by the way, so keep it safe, but I got you."
And Jonathan, how have you been?
Busy. We'll just say busy.
Absolutely busy. I hope it calms down soon. But in the meantime, who are you playing this evening?
I am playing Mark, who clearly missed a ton of stuff that happened in what I thought was only like 30 more minutes of game, but probably was not 30 more minutes of game. Y'all probably went much later than I was thinking.
No, it kind of was. This all happened very quickly.
30-45 minutes a game.
Wait. How is it that so much happens in the 30 minutes I'm not there? Like,
Right. Honestly,
Literally,
the
I
Excalibur
stopped
thing,
the
I was like,
show.
Jonathan's gonna be pissed.
I stopped the show and I said, "Listen, guys, I'm going to put as much plot into the next few minutes as I can just to screw Jonathan over. Is everyone okay with this?" And everyone said, "Yeah, fuck him." So
Lies. I would never.
well, you know what? I am so glad you told me that, because that means that our new social contract is I can keep murderizing all of your major NPCs.
You're going
as
to
easily and as much
anyway.
as
Can you please
You're going to
murderize Ezekiel? Can you redact that bitch out of existence?
Hey.
I want
would
him
love that.
eliminated from the timeline retroactively.
Wait,
I want
wait.
fucking multiverse of madness bullshit. I am calling everything right now. I'm fucking done. Okay, I'm calling Sam Raimi right fucking now.
Do you
Say
need,
this
do you need a stress ball?
So,
It won't help.
respectfully, no, I can't, because Emrys told me that's a bad thing I'm not supposed to do.
No.
And Rose and
Every's fuck morals, fuck ethics. I want him eliminated.
Rose told me that I should consider other people's feelings and
He doesn't
their
have
perspectives.
feelings. He's Italian. He
Yeah,
doesn't
does.
have feelings.
And
Ow,
Vera,
I'm
and Vera told me
Italian.
I was being a bad cat
He's
by not
Spanish.
Doesn't count.
the group.
He doesn't even count.
He's Spanish. He's not Italian.
Oh, even worse. He's from España.
Yes.
He's from fucking España. Fuck him.
I keep on hitting the
Fuck
clip
it.
button over and over again. Oh my god.
But I can be helpful in other ways, perhaps.
Mhm.
What other ways? How many ways is it possible for us to kill him?
Hey, look. We're not getting into the game until we get into the game. So
There
I'm
you
playing
go.
Mark. Mark is a werecat.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Mark is the best werecat, even though he's been scolded a lot lately. But that's okay, because he's not paying any attention to the scolding, because that doesn't matter, because all he hears is "good boy" and "you're great," and everything else is directed at someone else. I think you guys are scolding Marco, if I'm actually being correct.
Now that we have someone who's like just a small sound away from Mark's name, I see Marco getting blamed for a lot of your shit in the future.
Oh, yes. I mean, he shouldn't exist if he's going to have a name similar to mine. He should be somewhere else. I mean, but Mark is the best at everything. even stuff he shouldn't be. He drove immaculately, and he's never driven before in his life. And he's just, very content to continue to exist in a world that shouldn't be existing right now.
Ooh, okay, so now we all know that, and that was a lot to take in. So let's go to the final person I wanted to call on this evening, because they're obviously still dealing with some issues from last week. And I think they just smashed their camera off their desk. I think they may have broken their camera.
No, it's fine. I'm fine.
Milagros, how are you?
How am I?
I think
how am I?
I think you are wonderful and amazing and brilliant, and I think that you are handling this stress incredibly well.
That's my intro for today. That's how the fuck I'm doing.
So who are you playing?
I'm playing a heartbroken fucking dog. God damn it.
I want to make so many comments, but I'm like, you know what? I'll leave it.
No, say it. No, go ahead. Say what you're thinking.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead, say it.
You know
Put it in the
Nah.
chat.
You know what? You know what's best about all this? My dad is watching, and he just texted me asking if Milagros was okay.
Hello,
Fine.
Mr. M's dad. I have never been worse. I hate it
Oh
here.
my god. Oh. Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I'll be
doing
fine.
Great. I'm playing our fucking heartbroken dog of a fucking werewolf who's almost crushed whatever the fuck. I've already said this before. I said this the last 3 trillion times Vera was in trouble. There's no way to get over an almost. There's no closure. She's been trying to go on a fucking coffee date with Vera for days. But the world keeps ending. She can't even get Dunkin' Donuts with this bitch in peace right now, okay? It's fucking ridiculous, all right? This is bullshit. She's great. She's doing great. Just doing great.
Amazing.
Say it one more time. I believe you.
She's doing fantastic.
All right.
Never been better.
Never, you heard that, ladies and gentlemen, never been better, so I can just pull off, the kitty wheels and just go for broke now. I have permission because
those are what the kid wheels on.
Yeah, this is all kitty wheels on.
Oh,
Fine, we're off.
Oh crap, what was that? Oh, hi, thank you very much for the follow. Is that numbers?
yes.
Oh, that's subscription. Thank you very much for the subscription numbers. I was like, I thought numbers already followed us. All right, so we're going to just ramp this thing up again real quick. But before that, I want to go over a couple things with you. Remember, we do have a subscriber goal right now. We are trying to get to 1,000 followers here on Twitch. When we do, we're going to be giving away this set of books. This is the D&D core set, which has the Player's Handbook, Monsters Manual, and DMG, plus that GM screen in that slipcase. This core set is also the limited edition set, so it has the foil stamped covers. So it looks different than the other sets that you might encounter. We're going to give this away. We hit 1,000 followers. Also, every single show, we give away raffle tickets. And at the end of the month, we raffle off a mini. This month's mini is going to be Astaroth, the Archdevil of Wrath, from Archvillain Games, Speak of the Devil Set 1. This one is about a 6-inch wide base mini, and he stands about 8 inches tall, 8 to 10 inches tall. This is a 4K mini that I will be printing out on my printer, so it will print out at the quality you see it at. This is an amazing mini that looks great, and it will be something that you can put in your collection. If you're a mini painter, you can paint it. If you don't, you can find someone to paint it for you, or you can do what they did. It looks like they just pretty much painted it silver.
Beefcake!
Beefcake! And we will be giving that away at the end of the month, and so and you can get tickets every single show. Subscribers get 2 tickets, followers get 1 ticket, but there's a 20-minute time period randomly selected that we give away tickets. I will say it is usually a break. That's when I remember I need to do the contest. You know what? We haven't done this in a while. I was gonna say we can always do the contest right at the beginning of the show, but I think that I almost feel like that's unfair.
It has been a long time since we've done that. Yeah,
it has been. We're gonna go ahead and do something different. We're gonna do it at the beginning of the show.
All right.
All right. So it's a random for the next 20 minutes. All you have to do is put the keyword that you see in chat right there into the chat window, and you will get a raffle ticket or 2 raffle tickets if you're a subscriber. The keyword is !devil. That's !devil. So go ahead and put that into chat, and in 20 minutes this will be over. So we will see y'all back here in 20 minutes. We're leaving. Just kidding. So in the meantime, why are you waving your hands around?
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye now. Goodbye.
I didn't think you actually believed me. I'm sorry. But so where we left off last game, everything exploded. It was amazing and wonderful, and I am so happy that everything happened the way it did. And once again, thank you, Ivy. Now, is anyone hearing a little bit of echo? Or is that just me? I think it's just me because I think it's only happening when I'm talking. So, okay, probably just me on my line. Now, when we left off, or actually, who wants to synopsize?
Trauma.
Trauma?
Lots of it.
Lots of trauma. Let's see. Emery's found out that he's the Merlin of this dimension.
That's very unfair.
Why is that very unfair?
Because I'm the Galahad of our time, and it's just weird for him to be Merlin.
Why is it weird for him to be Merlin?
Why is that weird? Yeah.
He's a wizard.
Well, because I'm Galahad who's finding Arthur, and he's supposed to be Merlin. Nope, we're not intruding on multiple plot lines that converge. We should have no convergences at all. Everything should be randomness.
I'm hearing only convergences.
Yep, yeah. I'm pretty much hearing grand convergence.
Yeah.
Well, then, if he's Merlin, why is he telling me not to use magic?
Because you're not a wizard.
Also, the magic you did was incredibly vulgar.
So
not
do it
to
again.
Me. It wasn't vulgar to me.
It wasn't vulgar to me. Hey, you don't have to play by wizard's rules. You can do whatever the fuck you want, Mark.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Right?
And if someone doesn't like it, you can redact them.
Yeah.
This is going to go horrible.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a teachable moment. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a teachable moment.
Literally, the last scene we left off on was Vera having taken off her rosary and throwing it to Pandora. There it went. And saying, "I think I could have loved you," as she stepped back into her father, who was standing behind her, and drove a stake through her own heart and into her sire's heart. And they both, that was literally where we stopped. They hadn't even fallen yet. So we're going to start. Yes.
I can ask some questions.
Absolutely, ask those questions.
Who all is physically there when this happens? Because
Pandora and Marco.
Pandora and Marco were the only two we established that were there.
So there's no other minions there?
Not that we visibly can see.
Not that we know.
Okay. Do I have to be in the car since nobody knows where I am? Can I just be there next to Pandora?
We don't know where you are, actually. We didn't.
Great, I'm next to Pandora.
Yeah, we had left to open.
Yeah.
I will say that I vetoed that no one is allowed to stop this moment, so you can't do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not intervening on the past that's already happened. I just want to be standing next to Pandora.
Yeah, then yes, you're standing next to Pandora.
So, Pandora, you see this
What?
happen. They both start to collapse, but they're both, well, no, Vera is very rigid. No, so is he. I keep on forgetting. The staking is the same. They go immobile.
Oh,
But-
and Vera's crying blood, just so everyone's aware. There's that.
And they both start falling over. As they're falling backwards, there's an odd moment where, as they're falling down, you know, their bodies are going back over, and it almost seems like the shadow that their bodies is casting gets darker,
Yay!
and then her sire just goes whoop into the shadow, and Vera is laying on the ground staked.
I'm gonna walk over and take the stake out of Vera.
She's still laying there. She did a fuck ton of damage to herself. She's in torpor.
Oh,
She did 8 levels of damage to herself.
I'm gonna lick her face.
I don't know if that'll work.
It heals.
But she's
It doesn't
dead.
say it doesn't. But it doesn't say it doesn't work on the dead.
But she's
Undead.
dead.
She
She's
dead
not
now.
living tissue. You can't heal what's not alive.
Well, it did happen in this scene, and I can heal a battle scar in the same scene that it occurred.
But a battle scar is still living tissue. It just gives you like a negative after you heal it because it's a very rapid form of healing. It's not careful, not standard regeneration. I tell you what, let's do this. If you spend a point of Gnosis, I will let you do a standard roll on her for your healing ability.
Like a permanent dot.
No, just a temporary dot of Gnosis.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The main reason for that is I'm allowing you to imbue tissue that's technically not alive with life.
Two successes.
All right. So, Vera,
Yep.
you come to consciousness. Oh, and Pandora, I need you to make me a wits and alertness roll. I'm gonna make one for Marco.
Marco, who was standing there ready to kill.
Yep.
Having a panic attack.
Why are you having a panic attack? Don't have a panic
Why
attack.
am I having a panic attack? Why?
Yes. It's a game. You're supposed to be
I'm
having
not-
the fun.
I'm not answering that question.
Why aren't you answering the question?
I'm not talking to you right now.
Why are you talking to me?
Wits
Oh,
plus
fuck.
what roll?
Wits and alertness. God damn it.
Alertness.
Well, it's not a botch. You actually got 2 successes.
Oh wow. Okay. I only have 2 dice to roll.
Wits and alertness?
Yeah, I have 1
Oh,
in
shit.
wits and 1 in alertness because I'm fucking dumb. What's the DC?
The DC is a 6.
Oh, okay, then I got 2 successes.
Nice. All right. So you see this when he falls into the shadows. There's like a dugout, you know, because this is a baseball diamond. There's a
Yeah.
dugout about 30 feet away. He appears in the dugout, and he is like puts his hand over his chest. Blood is welling out of the wound, and he looks at you, and he like literally is standing there for a second. And I'm going to make us all go into initiative because Vera is going to be conscious.
Yeah, can I go Krenos?
Absolutely.
Yep. Do I have to roll for that?
Ooh. Yes.
Do I have to roll for that?
Is to go Krenos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Primal Urge, and stamina difficulty is a 6 for Krenos.
If you want to go instantly, it's going to be 5 successes, or you can spend a point of rage and just instantly transform from anger.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've actually haven't gotten to use like the rage mechanic with a werewolf yet.
Absolutely.
So like how does that work?
You just say, I'm spending a point of rage to change instantly.
Okay.
This will basically, you said it before. You're kind of saying this as a preemptive to you rolling initiative.
Yeah.
So you say spending a rage. So you mark a temporary point of rage off of your sheet.
Okay.
You don't. It's not a permanent point of rage. It's a temporary. And then you basically are, when the scene starts, the combat scene, you will instantly be in Krino's form. So a 14 on that. Vera, what did you get? And remember your dice penalty. He only healed you 2.
That's why I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, he only healed you 2, so.
Look,
So I'm
Mark's not a healer. The fact that I can do any healing is just miraculous.
Oh yeah, no, that's great.
So but I still am down 6 then.
Yes, so you can see the
Okay.
dice, but you can see the penalty to your dice pool by that.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
You're rolling your. Actually, the dice pool doesn't.
It's 1d10, and then you add the number of dots you have in wits, and you add the number of dots you have in dex to that d10 roll.
So there's no way the dice pool mechanic doesn't affect an initiative roll.
Sounds like it.
Huh?
It's only 1 dice, right?
Yep, it's only 1 dice. So go ahead and
Yeah, but
roll your
I mean,
normal
but
initiative.
even if you get to go first and you're like down 5 dice, you're still not going to be very effective.
I know. So go ahead and
But
roll
it
your.
would give her shit. Like if she's quick, she could like use her blood to heal herself so that she has less dice penalties to start doing some stuff.
Yep. So that was what your roll will be.
So wits plus dex.
Mhm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think I go first, Ray.
Probably. How many did you get, Vera?
Let me roll. So 10. So 8.
8 total. Got it. And then Mark, what did you get?
20.
Yep, you go first. Mark, you always go first.
Well, I get to roll 2d10 and keep the better one, and then I'm adding 10 to that right now. So
it makes sense that you go first.
yeah, well, you know, I'm a knight of the round table.
Yes. Yes, you are.
All right, where's Marco at? Did I do Marco? Yeah, I did.
Clearly
Marco.
not a real knight, because if I was an actual knight of the round table, I wouldn't probably insist on having 3 different seats so that I have 3 wedges at the table.
So you have 3 wedges in the table. And Pandora, did you roll your initiative yet?
What am I
Nobody's
rolling?
perfect.
You're
How do
rolling
I
a
do it?
D10, and
Yep.
then you're adding the total number of dice you have in dex and wits, the dots. So you're adding the
Yep.
total number of dots to whatever you roll.
Oh,
Yeah, those are your modifiers.
oh.
And don't forget, since you're in Krinos, you actually have
Right.
probably a better dex right now.
Yep.
Yes.
I think it's 2 better.
You got a 6. Having a fucking stroke right now. Hold on.
Did you say you're having a stroke?
Yes.
Why are you having a stroke?
Why am I having a stroke? Because the second I applied the fucking emotional weight of the situation, my brain flatlined.
That'll do it.
I had a 12.
12, got it.
That can count. Barely.
You can count, you're fine. You're making me feel bad for traumatizing you, and that's not fun.
This one was all me, so
That's true. I can't claim credit for this
Oh
one.
my god. It's okay when Ivy does it though.
It's
I'm
okay.
not coming for her kneecaps.
Wait a
I'm not
minute.
coming for her kneecaps. Yeah, I'm not coming for her kneecaps.
All right, so this is the way it's gonna go. Mark, then I forgot. I forgot to roll for Vera's dad.
I was gonna say you may want to roll for him. He's kind of important.
Can he get a negative 69?
Nice.
Nice.
Trying to make jokes so I don't cry.
You're making.
At
me
least
feel really bad.
he's bleeding though, so
Oh,
I
well,
done
he,
hope
he,
he
took, he took a
bleeds to
shit
death.
ton of damage.
So I
hope
did
he
get him, it just
bleeds
wasn't
to
enough.
death, and he fucking dies and he turns to dust. And I'm gonna take the dust and I'm gonna snort it and I'm gonna spit it back out.
Please don't do that.
Please don't do that. All right,
Severe
so
got
Emma
him.
will look
Not
at you
enough.
funny if you do that.
here's the order.
Okay.
Mark, followed by Xavier, followed by Marco, followed by Pandora, and then Vera bringing up the rear.
Do you mean
Who's
Ezekiel?
Xavier?
Not-
Xavier?
Huh?
You
Who's
mean
Xavier?
Ezekiel, not Xavier.
Ezekiel, sorry.
Oh,
I have the wrong character.
I was like,
I
who's
was gonna say,
Xavier?
you're Xavier.
there's a new one.
There's
Yeah,
a new
I
was
one.
I was like,
You're
who's Xavier?
God
And this guy
damn it.
joined the fight.
Xavier is Ray's character in my campaign. That's why I was like,
I just was associated with Ivy, so I just said the.
he just jumps games. This is where Erica sent him next.
Yeah, he's gonna die. I knew
no.
Erica hated him, but anyway. So this
Can you do
is
the order
yeah.
again? So it's Mark, Ezekiel, Marco.
Yes, it's Mark, Ezekiel, Marco, Pandora, and Vera.
Okay.
How many actions away is it to get to Xavier? I mean,
You don't know where
Ezekiel.
you don't know where Ezekiel is yet because you were licking her face at the same time the other two were looking around. So you have not been able to. They haven't been able to inform anyone of where he is, and you have not been able to. You don't know where he is at this point.
I mean, then I have nothing to do.
Well, I mean, you could try and see where he is.
Okay. I guess we'll start there.
Wits and alertness.
Three successes?
Yeah, not a problem whatsoever. He is about 30 feet away. He is in a dugout, you know, like where the baseball players are. So technically, he's like behind a little chain wire fence, but he's in a dugout, and he looks pretty fucked up.
How many actions to get to him?
It'll be one action to get to him.
Okay.
One action to get to him. If we're gonna go straight through the fence, it'll be one action to tear down the chain link fence. I'm sure if you're in Krenos, whatever, you can do it easy. Or if you're using your blade, you can cut through it.
Well, I'm in my in between form of human and Krenos, the one I'm normally in.
Right.
So
like I said, you can. It'll be one action to get there, one action to get through the chain link, and then he would be open to attack at that point.
I mean, would it just be one action too if I just want to jump over the fence, like just be all like badass?
He's in a dugout, so there's a roof over it.
Oh.
You ever been to a baseball field with a dugout?
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
realized he was like, I mean, since I could see him, I just thought that he was.
He needed shadows.
Oh. All right. Okay. So I will spend half my rage. I'm a very angry kitty.
You are ragey. Absolutely ragey.
You haven't seen me since the last time I raged. So I have been spending half my rage, which is now 5 rage. I will be taking a total of 6 actions with my normal action. So action 1 and
Rage
2, I
is
will be
to get
taking
to
a total of 6 actions. Actually, first action is to ignite my claws, and then 2 and 3 are to get to him.
You have claws in that form?
I do when I activate my sun claws, they will magically appear and be glowing bright with fire and light.
That is pretty. All right.
Wow.
I would now like to start by making a brawl check against him.
You may make a brawl check against him.
Normal difficulty 6. Anything special happening?
Nothing special is happening.
6 successes.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Wow.
All right. Is that 5 extra damage?
Yep.
Or okay. So then that is 11 dice of damage. That is 7 successes on damage with an extra 2 automatic because he's a vampire with my claws.
How many is that?
Wow.
Total of 9 ag.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. You tear into him with the sun claws. you feel your claws are not biting in nearly as deep as they should be. But you do like fucking do, you know, horrible wounds through his shirt and chest and everything like that. And you can see that the wounds are, there's smoke emitting from the wounds where the sun claws went through.
Attack number 2.
Go for it.
5 successes. So that's 4 extra damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That is a total of 6 ag.
Okay. Let me make my silk roll again. Shit. Where is it? There it is. He takes, yeah, he's still, you tear into him again. You actually, at this point, his face looks like it's sunk in, and he looks like he is not, it looks like he's barely holding himself together.
All right. Next attack is 8 successes to hit.
All right, he's going to use, he's splitting his dice pool because he's going to have to try and dodge.
he what? He has to
Wait,
try
how
to
many
dodge?
how many to hit?
8.
8
8,
successes to hit.
Awesome, thank you.
Jesus. So you have 5 successes still. That was a fucking shitty roll.
All right.
All right.
So 5 extra damage or 5 successes
4.
in total, so 4 extra damage.
4 extra damage.
Okay. All right, so that is 9 ag levels this time.
Shit. Oh, that's nice. It's making up for all my other rolls. Ha! I soaked 8.
Friends, I've got a bad feeling about this.
So he is that one. Number 1, that was a fucking deadly hit. You felt it. Number 2, he should be like nearly torn asunder. He's not. Number 3, he is not taking as much damage from Sunclaws as he should be.
I'm gonna say it again. I've got a bad
And he is
feeling about
fucking,
this.
but he still looks like absolute fucking trash. I mean, there is horrible damage that you have done to his fucking torso. It looks like ripped up meat. Did you have any other actions? I thought you had like a billion.
I think that's everything.
Holy shit, he survived that? I was honestly thinking you were gonna fucking kill him.
Pretty
He's,
sure that's everything.
dude, that fucking roll saved his ass.
Yep, that was the 6 actions that you
Yep.
did there.
Holy shit. Okay. I'm literally stunned. Sorry. I'm not used to Jonathan not killing somebody. It's true.
I didn't kill the dragon.
Well,
You kinda
that
did.
was, you did a insane amount of damage to the dragon.
I mean, it's something I didn't kill.
You are a heavy contributor to the dragon's death. You hit that sumbitch like a hammer. Like a freight train.
All right. So
I would like to note Vera
The
stayed
silence
laying on
is
her
deafening.
back. I would like to say, even though Mark Healer is still laying on her back,
at this
Like-
point, yeah.
Like, just still tears. Just so we're all aware where Vera is.
Oh my god.
I love it. Just so we're aware where Vera is, she's still crying.
She's laying on the ground, on her back, crying.
That's all you can do, I guess.
What? Die?
Does
Roll over and die?
Vera,
No, he has to use an ability that he can't make a roll for because his dice pool is fucked.
Die.
Vera knows something and she isn't saying. She knows something. I have a bad feeling.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna
about
be horrific.
this.
This is gonna be.
What could I possibly know, Sphinx?
Mark?
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
He fades into the shadows.
Oh.
Wait. Which shadows?
The shadows of the dugout.
The shadows from where? My claws are glowing like fury bright sun torches.
Oh, then the shadow under the bench.
The shadow under the bench.
It only has to be a small shadow. It doesn't matter how big it is. You
Okay.
can't block light out from everywhere.
No, I know, but I mean, he has to actually
He could
make.
literally lift up one foot and go into the shadow under his own foot.
He's just got to put effort into it.
Yeah.
I'm making this guy work right now.
Oh God, yes. He's nearly died. In
Yeah,
absolutes, he nearly died. I will say this. The first time you've gone up against a vampire like this, and they fucking lived.
The gangrel lived.
He ran
Until he didn't.
He still lived.
until he went to sleep.
Until you erased him from existence.
No one knows that but me.
Holy shit. So yeah, he pops out. He's gone. Right as he slides into shadow, Marco kind of bursts through the back of the dugout wall. He's looking around. He's like, where is he?
So are we kind of semi out of initiative order right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to scream as loud as I can. Permission to finish it. I want permission. Somebody say yes. Anyone.
I mean, he did say anyone.
Marco, permission for what?
Just say I can do it, Marco.
You can do it, Marco?
I vanish immediately and I'm following him. Make that hide roll at your -5 dice.
He's not there.
He has to be somewhere. I'm using Pulse of the Prey to find him.
I
He has
know.
to hide from me. If he's even trying to hide right now. Is he even trying to hide?
He is, but he's... Would you have any gifts that give you access to shadow itself?
Well, I just know the fastest path to get to wherever he is. Wherever he is,
But
whatever
what
that
if he's
might
somewhere
be,
that's unreachable?
there's a place unreachable through the Umbra?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because it's
Oh
not...
no.
It's not part of reality. It's part of... It
It's
kind of
not.
is what the Umbra is, but it's not. It's literally the plane of shadow.
There's got to be a place where that has to bisect the Umbra somewhere, right?
No, because it's literally a part of this existence only. It's everything. It's not even a real tenuous place. He's stuck somewhere.
I'm going to walk over towards Vera, and I'm going to keep pinging it constantly to see the second that he comes out of wherever this
It keeps
is.
on saying that he's right where you were standing. You know, the line
Right
keeps on
where-
going right back where you were. Right
Wait,
back
wait,
where he
right,
was.
right where I'm standing?
Right where he was.
Dig my sun claws into that shadowy zone and burrow them around.
There's nothing there. The shadows are just shadows.
I realize that, but if he's pinging is there, it's possible that I'm just thinking that it could still hurt him.
Yep. There doesn't seem to be anything there. You get no feelings of substance, anything.
Somebody get me Vera and get me Vera over here now. I need to understand what's happening.
So, Pandora, what are you doing?
I'm gonna scoop Vera.
Scooping up Vera?
Put me down. Put me down.
But-
Vera, you're still in really rough shape.
Oh, she knows.
But
Are you spending any blood to heal? It's non-aggravated damage, so you can heal it.
I've got enough in my blood pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's got 16. I think she's actually got a little more than that in her blood pool because she drank some blood right before she got here.
Well, she can only have 15 in her blood pool max, I think.
Maybe that's what it is then. Maybe I accidentally put that one. Either way, she's
Okay.
full on blood.
Yeah, so she can. Since we're not in combat, you can spend as you're not limited by like 3 points a turn because
Yeah.
you're not in combat. And
Right.
for every point of blood you spend, you heal to wound level.
I'm at 6 wound levels.
Yep. So it'll take you 6 blood points to get to full.
Okay.
That will leave you at 9.
Yep. So she's like, put me down.
And you see the hole in Vera's chest that's punched through her clothing. You can see this tissue beneath this. You see it from the inside the wound up, just seals up. Vera,
okay, I'm gonna put her down and just kind of
with
like
this
flip on the floor.
with this much activity, this much stuff that you've just gone through, and what you just did to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
would your fangs be involuntarily out?
Yep. Yep, they would be.
I don't know if Pandora's ever seen you with fangs out before.
Vera doesn't bare her fangs very often. She has once, but I don't remember who all was there.
Pretty sure Val, or not Val, Emrys might have been there. For
I think
that.
Emrys was there, but I
She
think,
feeds-
I
she
think
feeds
yeah,
on
it was
Emrys, so-
only Emrys because it was at Kinsley, and she was in front of you, and
That's
she was
right.
there
That's
to make
right.
Kinsley.
That's right. It
But
was
no one
in
else has
Kinsley's
seen
office
them.
or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
in her office that she had bared her fangs at Kinsley.
So Pandora, she's your goth girlfriend. So there you
I mean, yeah,
go.
girlfriend. I don't know if she is because she keeps almost dying before we can make it official. So when she put her down, Pandora just kind of slumps into the grass and just goes back to Hamid and is just kind of staring at the rosary.
Is it still on the ground? Did you leave it there?
She was a dog.
Yeah,
She
she was in wolf form when you
Yeah,
did it.
but
So
you haven't picked it up yet.
no,
Okay.
because she was ready to commit homicide. So
She turned into Big Killing Machine.
yeah,
The thing is, she just looks at you and leaves it, and then starts strutting towards Mark.
Strutting.
Strutting. She is at this point. It's a weird air around Vera. Like it's not her normal self. Like this is very much a determined, enraged, but also confused Vera, where she's shut every emotion down and isn't really feeling anything. So when she walks to Mark,
She's in Spock mode.
she's in Spock mode. Oh my gosh, she's Spock. Yeah, she's the Spock Emery's.
I was gonna say, are you gonna freak everyone out by speaking in robot voice?
No, she'll just start spewing in Latin.
yo.
But yeah, things are still like they're still out, and she'll just walk over the Mark.
So Mark has already dug like a 4-foot wide hole that's at least a foot deep at this point, where he's just like ripping and pulling and chunking stuff up and out.
What are you doing?
He went into a shadow, and it says he's still here. It says he's still here.
He's
But
not
he's-
here.
No, he's still in the shadow. But it says here shadow, not somewhere else shadow.
This is just the last place he was.
But he's not anywhere else.
You know,
And I keep thinking, I
from,
keep
from
thinking,
seeing him
thinking,
use his
thinking.
own disciplines,
Yeah.
he has the power to move through shadow, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
also has the power to move into shadow and stay there.
So you just think you're gonna keep digging in the dirt and he'll eventually pop back up? I'm just trying to get a feel of what you're doing.
I was hoping that these would burn him when I dig through the shadow.
I'm gonna say it didn't work then, huh?
What'd you say?
I'm gonna say it didn't work then, huh?
No, it didn't. So can he hear us? How does this work?
Probably.
He has. When he's taking you with him, you can hear what's going on in the real world from where you, like when he took you, is taking you into the shadow to let you feel what your natural habitat is, as he said.
Yeah.
Then you can hear what's going on in the real world. You can't see anything, but it's only like a vague awareness. Like
It's almost like hearing people talk in another room. Like you can hear the voices, but not quite like out.
It's not great, and sometimes you don't understand what they're saying.
I mean, he can hear us a little bit.
You know that if he's using this time to heal, and you know you've seen him heal from like fire.
I don't remember. Can Vera do anything going into shadows herself?
What's your obtenebration at?
Her obtenebration is at 3.
I don't know if you can go into shadows yet. Let me check.
I don't remember at this point.
At 3.
Have you spent all of your XP?
Yes, I spent it last.
At 3, you have Arms of the Abyss, which means you can form black tentacles from shadows.
I knew that.
But you would need 5 to be able to become shadow.
Okay.
And to step into that shadow, you would have to be 1 dot higher. So you have to be a 6. Okay. I think you do have the ability to get the 6 dot in disciplines at 8th gen. I'm not 100% sure.
7th.
7th?
I think
okay, so now you can't get that level of obtenebration. Okay. But
at this point, you just see Vera take out her phone and text Rose. Just checking in.
Checking in, not dead.
It's been 30 minutes.
Rough. It's probably been like, probably about that because you had to drive out here.
Yep. That's it. Just checking in.
Okay. So
he's here and stuck here, right?
I mean, he's healing, I'm sure.
How long does that take?
Well, how bad did he look?
Almost dead?
Yeah, you basically had him almost hollowed out.
Like he looked like what you'd expect that a corpse would look at if they put a vacuum cleaner in it and like just suctioned it all in.
Yeah, there's actual piles of dust laying around that Marco, you're pretty sure those were like his organs and shit.
Oh, good. Let's put some of that in like a little baggie.
Oh my god.
Well, Emrys can maybe use this to track him in a way differently than what I'm doing. You hear that? You little idiot. We're going to track you multiple ways. You think this is over? It's not over. It's not over until you're all a pile of dust. And I'm a determined kitty.
I just love how you refer to yourself as a determined kitty.
I love that. That was very
goddamn right.
You think I'm letting this go? Oh no, I'm fixated on this. I am so fixated on this. I'm gonna hand Pandora a baggie and Vera a baggie, and I'm gonna take a baggie.
Where are you getting baggies from?
I think it's been pretty well established at this point that I have lots of baggies
out
of things.
The previous baggies.
I was gonna say you did have a lot of drugs.
You're dumping the
baggies.
Weed out of baggies and putting the dust in baggies.
I mean, that does track.
Freaking kids are gonna show up with a baseball diamond tomorrow for a practice and be all like, "What's all this green stuff?"
Why is there all this oregano on the field?
Fierce just holding the baggie and looks to Mark. I don't know if I'm comfortable with this.
Okay. Well, would you be more comfortable if I if I went somewhere and made him very mad?
I don't think I'm comfortable with any of this, in all honesty. Hands the baggie back.
Okay. So that's a yes?
What are you planning to do?
I don't want to say it in front of him. But you
Okay.
know what I want to do.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's funny as shit.
I want to say it in front of like a kid in front of their parents. I want to say it in front of them. I might get in trouble.
Right here. I don't want him.
You pop out of the shadows like a jack in the box.
Am I, as Sierra's looking around, is she seeing any of his companions at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
As far as you know, he showed up alone.
As far as she knows, she doesn't trust that.
So is that a yes? Please say yes. Pandora can stay with you. I'll be fine.
I don't. Are you gonna go anyways, or are you gonna mope if I tell you no?
I'll 100% mope if you tell me no, but I'll stay if you say no.
I can't stop you.
Is that a yes?
This is a you do what you think you have to do.
Do it.
Pop.
Yeah. Do it.
I'm emerging next to his butler.
You mean his accountant?
Sure.
What
I thought
kind?
Vera
Boring
told
or
me about
spicy?
his butler, the one that like he took everywhere with him.
His valet.
The one that the valet. I pop next
His
to the
valet.
valet.
Have you met his valet?
I don't need
Nope.
to meet the valet. I just need to know who he is to find him.
Oh, okay, yeah, you pop next to
And
his
Vera
valet.
told me who he is.
You show up, you're in an apartment that is overlooking the bay. You're probably across the bridge from where you were. It's a very nice high-rise apartment. The gentleman is standing there, and he is actually looks like he is preparing a casket.
Great. I'm just gonna like grab him and just slam him on the floor.
All right.
Put my knee in his back.
Huh?
Put my knee in his back, so he's gonna have a hard time getting back up.
Okay. So we're gonna do, since you're getting him by surprise, you're going to have, how much advantage should I give you on that?
All of it.
All of it. Yeah, that's a good
All of
answer.
it.
I'll
Vera
lower your
is-
TN. I'll lower your TN to a 4.
Vera is sitting cross-legged. She like as soon as Mark popped and poofed,
Yeah.
Vera sat cross-legged in the dugout, just looking at the shadow, kind of like a little kid, like waiting for their parent to come out. Like,
Vera, you didn't tell Mark that his valet has been with him since before you were created, did you?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Yes, she did.
Okay.
I'm
Just
pretty
wanted to
well
make
aware
sure.
that he's either a vampire or he's a very old
Vera
ghoul.
doesn't necessarily know who exactly Mark went to. Like she, at this point, it wasn't the first thing at her mind. So she's like, you do what you have to do, because she didn't fully understand where you were going.
Got it.
So she's sitting cross-legged, staring at the shadow, just kind of waiting.
I rolled too many. Hang on a second.
But yeah, she didn't quite realize who Mark was talking about.
She's like, I didn't know what he was doing until he did it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, shit, I told him to do what he had to do. I can't really say anything. But she's just sitting out in this dugout, cross-legged, just waiting on Dad.
All right. Let me
Pandora's gonna sit next to her, but like kind of arm's length away.
A really awkward sit.
Okay, that's better. So I'm having you guys roll a strength plus brawl check.
Okay.
So your target number is going to be a 4. His is going to be a 6.
I have 7 successes.
All right. So he has 1, 2. He has 1 less than you.
Oh.
He has 6. So he is never mind. He has 8. I rolled 2 10s. I keep on forgetting.
Oh, he's a specialization?
Yes. So he basically, you grab a hold of him and he just goes into a Greco-Roman forward roll. And he kind of pulls you over with him. He kind of rolls over your back. He comes up on his feet in a low crouch, and he's standing in front of you with his hands out. And he left you kind of laying on your back on the ground, but he didn't like try and grapple you or anything. He came up on his feet. And he like comes up on his feet, and he's looking at you, and he's looking at you. He's like, how did you get in here?
You're going to tell me everything about Ezekiel, or you're going to end up being tortured for a very long time until you tell me everything about Ezekiel.
Fine. What do you want to know? He sits down on the bed.
I want to know where he is, where his base of operations is. I want to know what exactly he's doing, who he's doing it with. I want all of that.
So I don't know where he is currently because I have no way to actually track him because he can move through shadow fairly much easily whenever he wants to. He doesn't tell me a shit ton of his plans because I'm like a liability because at any time anyone could come up and start torturing me for information. I don't have as much protection as he would need me to have to be a secure source to let me know about what his operations are. I run mostly his day-to-day affairs. I book his airline flights. I take care of the house. He gives me his blood, so I'm going to live just about forever, but I don't have to be a vampire, which means I don't have to worry about sunlight. Other than that, he's a multi-millionaire. He owns several corporations. The rest of it's kind of public knowledge. He has a couple of different aliases he keeps things under.
I want the names of some people he's working with right now to do this whole like Eternal Darkness thing.
Well, one of them got eaten, so that was kind of shitty. But other than that, because that was David, and that was the only one I knew of because he's the one who came around. Everything else he does through whatever that thing is that he keeps on saying is the nothing, but that's just confusing. So, I mean, like I said, he's not going to tell me shit. Because at any time someone could find me and like torture the shit out of me and make me tell them things. Break my arms and shit. Doesn't make much sense to give me critical information if I can just be forced to give it up. And trust me, I can take a shit ton of damage. I am not a normal human in any way, shape, or form. But I can still die. And I don't want to.
Yeah. Okay, I can see where you're coming from.
So he gives me as very little information as I need to make sure that I can handle his day-to-day affairs.
I am not aggressively going to kind of like reach out to touch him.
He leans away from you. He's like, why do you need to touch me?
And then I'm just going to go ahead and push forward to just make contact with him. And I'm going to pull both of us into the Umbra.
Shouldn't be too hard. There's plenty of reflective surfaces around. You pull him into the Umbra. He looks around. He's like, oh, shit. Now what?
Well, he can't get here. And I'm the only one that can take you out of here. And I know
he
you're
has
not telling
people
me
who can
everything
get here, and I would really not want them to come pick me up because they are not nice.
Oh, so you do know some of his other associates he's playing
Not
games
by
with
name.
right now.
I can tell you what they look like. Would that help?
Yes.
Okay.
Descriptions, like aliases, any of it's helpful.
Well, there's this one who has like a deformed left arm and a deformed left leg. He's got like kind of a face that looks like it's melted wax on one side, and he is usually got like the other half of his face looks almost like a wolf snout all the time, and he's fucking huge. He's like 9 feet tall, but he's like always watching crouched over, so I don't know how actually tall he fucking is because he's always walking around like with using one arm. Usually he doesn't physically appear anywhere until there's no one around, because he really only looks like that from what I've seen. The others, there's a guy who looks like he's a college professor. He's probably looks like he's in his mid-60s. He's got a vest on almost all the fucking time. It's ridiculous. I keep on telling him that that's not like current fashion, but no, that's his thing. I don't know. And he says, and then there's the third one, who is this girl. She's about 4'8". She's incredibly short. and she is like, she's shaved bald, and she has tattoos all over her head. There are all kinds of spiral designs all around. He's like, I've seen her change once, and she changes into this giant hulking thing of nothing but muscle. And it's, you know, definitely some kind of werewolf, but it doesn't look like a wolf.
What does it look like?
Like, really? You know the Ankylosaurus? The dinosaur.
Okay.
The tortoise-shell dinosaur. She looks like that. Except, you know, it's got a wolf's face for the most part. But she looks like she's covered in armor plating.
What's the college professor's deal? What makes him different or unique?
I don't... He travels with those two, so I always assumed he's a werewolf, but I've never seen him change.
Okay. Ray?
Mm-hmm.
I only need crude descriptions, and he's given me 3 descriptions
Mhm.
that are probably a little better than crude.
Mm-hmm.
If I pulse of prey the 3 of them, first, are they hiding?
No.
Would it be the same path to get to all 3 of them?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
It's like, can you take me back now?
I can, yeah. I think you might have actually told me something helpful.
I would not go after them by yourselves. By yourself, I should say.
I mean, that seems like good advice, honestly. Hmm.
He's like, I don't know what else you want me to do. I mean, those are the 3 people I know he is associated with since we've been here, except for Dothid, and I do believe you killed the wizard guy, the crazy wizard guy.
Who's Dothid?
Dothid. David.
He got slurped by Kinsley.
The one who's obsessed with Rosaline, the guy who's obsessed with her. You killed him.
Slurp.
Okay, just real quick, right? He said Dothid and that guy. They're 2 different people, right?
Yes. David is is Kinsley's sire that she
that she
diabolized.
Mm.
And then the other guy was you're assuming since he said obsessed with Rosaline, that was the Fondy wizard.
Yeah.
Why was he obsessed with Rosaline, the
Oh,
wizard?
he had a whole kind of concept that he could use fey magic to reshape the world and make it the vision of chaos that he always needed it to be, and that he was going to use the tragedy of Rosaline's life to fuel the energy that he needed in order to create the world, so he was torturing the shit out of her. He talked about that shit constantly, like he would not fucking shut up.
Probably why Sus Butler knows his name, or knows Rose's name.
Huh. We'll file that under the list of things Mark's going to forget to tell Rose later. Well, I mean, it's not like it's going to come up in casual conversation. Hey, Rose.
Hey, Rose, you know that guy? He was obsessed with you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like take him back, and then I'm gonna go back to the ballpark and reappear at the ballpark.
All right. So you reappear. Back
Oh
at
wait,
the
I'm sorry. Before I reappear at the ballpark, I do want to follow the trail to where those 3 people are, so I just know where they're at. I'm not gonna pop back into the real world,
They're
but
at the university.
I'm gonna go to the near Umbra with it. Okay.
Remember how you tracked what's his name back to the university?
Yeah.
They're at the same university.
where exactly at the university. I'm going to be in the near Umbra so that I can be close to where they're actually at. I want to kind of scope out where they're actually at.
Gotta get my map back up. Sorry about that. I forgot to bring it up. But it is like San Francisco Community University or something like that.
Oh no, I meant like where on the university, like
the sorry,
student center, the science labs, like
no,
the lecture hall.
They're in the geology building, I do believe, but I gotta look it up real fast.
Okay. And then I'm going to be shifting my sight to be able to see across the veil so that I can try to like actually peer in and get a glimpse of what they're doing.
Oh, City College of San Francisco, that's what it is. Shush, doggy. He's yelling at me. Oh no. Okay, so they are actually in the visual arts building.
When I peer across the veil, they are doing what kinds of things? I can't hear them, but I can kind of see what they're doing.
They are in a sub-basement under the building. And they appear to be the gentleman in the vest is finishing a diagram drawn on a wall.
Do I recognize the markings he's drawing or the type of diagram it is?
What languages do you speak? Or do you have the monocle with you?
I do have the monocle with me.
If you put the monocle up to your eye, you can see that there is a string of commands along with several names. I don't remember if the monocle lets you know what language you're translating from, but I think it just lets you know what it says. So you have to know what the language was originally. Oh wait, no, you'd recognize it because you used the monocle to translate it before. It's a Nokian.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I started actually learning that. Remember, Ray? Because like I was, yeah.
No, this is a Nokian. The text that it's putting out there is it's summoning, and from what you can see, it is summoning it's summoning an archangel.
Do I know which one?
Zachariah.
Do I have any clue how close they are to being able to complete that?
The circle's done. They probably need something to put in the circle, and not put in but power the circle with.
Weird. It's almost like they need like a mage or a sacrifice of some sort.
Yeah.
Bizarre. How bizarre.
Okay. All right. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get close to where the circle is. Wait. That could be bad. I don't have enough knowledge to know if that's going to be bad or not bad.
I would die. It'd be like Vera saying, do what you have to do, and then never seeing Marvin.
Then you fucking die.
Okay. You know what? I'm not going back to the ballpark. I'm going to wherever Emrys is, to the deep Umbra, so I can get there quickly.
Emrys, you were back at the house, weren't you?
Oh yeah, Emrys is gonna love this.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Not terrifying at all. Yeah.
We're just having a cup of tea and vibing. That's what we're doing.
That was his first mistake. Was to vibe ever.
So like Mark just like has like the space around the living room just like bends and warps, and like Mark just kind of like pops out of it.
Yeah, it's pretty weird looking.
So I am just curious. Anybody know about the Archangel Zachariah?
Hi, Mark. You just aren't you supposed to be with Vera?
Oh, are we gonna do a small talk? Because I thought we wanted to get straight to the point. This felt like a straight to the point moment.
Okay.
Yes, I was supposed to be with Vera. I'm gonna sit down in the chair very casually. It was a whole thing. So Vera staked herself, and that was a very interesting moment.
Sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry. What?
He's gotta
What?
be fine,
House,
though.
can I have some tea? This feels like this is a tea conversation.
Yeah.
I pour
Here.
him some tea. Let's not skip over that. What?
Yeah, okay. So Vera staked herself, but she also drove the stake through Ezekiel in the process too. She made some comment about like she can still feel pain or something, and it was like this really kind of dark moment. But before she did that, she did take off her crucifix and she threw it over to Pandora and then said, "I could have loved you." So it felt like it was supposed to be like that last moment you live and you're gonna die. Like this was her last word she was ever gonna say. Pandora was crying, or at least I think she was crying. It's hard to tell. Her eyes get really puffy out in the wild. I think she has some allergies, but she won't admit to it because, like, you're not supposed to be a werewolf with, like, tree and pollen allergies. So I can never tell when she's actually crying and when her allergies are bothering her in the wild. But I'm pretty sure this one actually emotionally hit her. I think it did. I mean, Pandora does have a heart, even though she doesn't seem like it sometimes. She truly does. So I think this was like a genuine crying moment and not like her allergies were bothering her again moment. But she does have severe allergies. You guys really should get her some medication for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So then,
Is Vera all right?
Oh, she texted
oh,
me.
yeah, I licked her face.
Fine.
She's doing fine.
Penny says, more importantly, have you ever been tested for ADHD?
Oh, I don't know. They diagnosed me with lots of stuff when I was a kid, but I didn't really hear what they were saying at the time. Should I have paid more attention?
A little bit.
I probably, maybe, but it's okay.
Okay, so she's fine. We're gonna have some
Okay.
words for her later, but go on, Mark.
Mhm.
Oh, so like her sire Ezekiel like popped through shadow into the dugout a little bit away, and he looked a little bit beat up, but nowhere near as beat up as he should have looked. So of course, like I ran through a chain wire fence so that I could like rip him to pieces, but unfortunately I didn't
Naturally.
completely rip him to pieces. So then he was like, "No, you're too powerful for me. I can't face you." And then he like dove into a shadow to get away from me. But then he was like a coward and he stayed there and he won't come out of the shadow. So Vera said he's healing, but I don't know what the
Sounds
point
about
is
right.
because I'm just going to rip him to pieces again when he comes out. Try to ping him again. Is he like in the real world again now?
Mm-mm.
No,
He
he's
goes
still
right
hiding
back
in the
to
shadow.
baseball field.
He's still hiding in the shadows of the baseball field. That coward, that little effing coward. Take another sip of tea.
Okay,
So-
okay.
Just as gals gossiping.
Yeah.
So why do you need to know about the Archangel
Yes.
Zachariah?
We need to get back to that.
Oh, we're missing a lot of the rest of the story, and you said
Okay.
you wanted to go through it in pieces.
Yeah.
So, I can't kill Ezekiel right now because he's hiding like a little bitch that he is.
Okay.
Sure.
So I was like, what's the next best thing? Kill somebody he cares about. So I asked Vera if I get permission to run off, and she said yes because she loves me, and of course she's gonna let me do what I need to do.
Okay.
So I jumped through the Umbra, and I popped out near his valet, and I like threw him to the ground and slammed him into the floor, and then he like cried out in pain and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
Well,
"You're gonna
slammed him
sing
to the
like a little
floor.
bitch and tell me what I want to know." And that's when he's like, "I'll tell you everything you want to know." And so
Well-
then he just started spilling his guts out, and he told me
What-
about all of his known associates and how rich Ezekiel is, and how like two of Ezekiel's big players in this game of like dotting out the sun have been killed. Like it's David
Okay.
and the Nafandi.
oh
like-
yeah, the Nafandi.
Yeah,
Oh, that
he was
asshole.
obsessed with you, but that's a whole side story we're not gonna get into.
Oh no,
So-
what? You
so-
know?
So then I was like, okay, so these three
We'll
people
come back to that. We'll
are
come
like
back to
the
that,
big
bro.
players, and they're the ones that are now like his A team. And he was like, yes, they're his A team. And I was like, cool. I was like, stop crying like a little bitch. And then I like threw him across the floor. And then I like decided I was gonna go look for where they are. They're on the college campus in a basement below the visual arts building, and they are currently writing in Enochian on the wall a summoning ritual. The circle is 100% completely formed, and they're just going to try to summon the Archangel Zachariah. So I was just curious who he is.
Ray, how much do I know about the Archangel Zachariah?
Roll me a intelligence plus occult roll. Difficulty is 9.
Okay.
Vera,
To be a 7.
Pandora, You guys are back at the baseball field. Mark went pop. What are you doing?
She sits there for a while.
Mark goes looking at this, like, you see the claws going back into his hands, and his face kind of like melds somewhat back in, and he says, "That was disappointing."
I just kind of look up at him from where I'm sitting and be like, the stabbing part or the
I was
alive
expecting
part?
you to do something to stop him, and then I was going to attack him from where
I
was.
almost did stop him.
Yes, but I really can't rip him to pieces if you're connected to him.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm here to rip him to pieces.
Yeah.
So you stopped that.
Yes.
Why?
That there. No, good. Yes, that
Oh.
question.
I physically put myself between you and him between you. Because if he lives, he kills you all. If he doesn't, then I mean, you're gonna try to kill him anyways, and then you're all gonna die, or there's the chance of you dying. So I put myself physically between you and him.
I'm still not getting the why.
That's fine.
He looks at you, Pandora's like, do you understand what she meant?
She's gonna hold out the rosary. Do you want this back?
No, you can keep it. I don't know if I'll need it.
Where are we going? I don't have his scent. It ends at the frickin' dugout.
Nope. I put my hand in the shadow. I want to see if it does anything.
Nope.
She's just like, boop. Boop.
You're just like putting your hand in your shadow. Are you doing the come try and take me daddy thing?
She's just like,
Grabby
she's just gonna
hands.
she's just gonna see if he does anything. Like it's just.
All right, we'll come back to you.
Oh.
Oh, come on!
No.
We're all gonna die. Can't wait.
All right, so
I have
Emery's, what'd you
lines
roll?
written for dialogue for her to
3
say to him.
successes.
So like,
What'd you say, Emery's?
3 successes.
3 successes. Zachariah is not technically an archangel. He is a higher ranking angel in the host. He is under the command of, who is he under command of? It's either
He's under
Michael.
command of Gabriel.
It's Gabriel. He's under the command of Gabriel. He is one of Gabriel's lieutenants. And he is basically, he's just a shade less powerful than Gabriel is. He is often associated with the final battle and one of the key leaders of the heavenly hosts that is going to be assaulting the gates of hell.
Yeah, I have some vague memory of that, but wasn't sure.
I was giving you
How
kind of like the
more
highlights of what he is.
Yeah. The real life Sphinx was slightly obsessed with angelology in college. So I explained all of that to Mark. It's like, he's not quite an archangel. He serves under an archangel, serves under Gabriel, if I'm remembering correctly. Meant to be one of the leaders of the host that's supposed to assault the gates of hell during the end times and the final battle between heaven and hell and all that stuff. It's often talked about in like Revelation and that whole thing. So powerful angel, not an archangel.
Okay, but they're summoning him, and the ritual called him an archangel.
That's not good. I don't like that at all. I turn to Rose.
Yeah.
Sure you have some thoughts about that. Sips my tea.
I mean, they're summoning an archangel, but he's not an archangel, right? So by all technicalities, shouldn't it fail? Because they're not doing it correctly?
I mean, words do mean a lot when it comes to magic. Particularly
words have power, and names have power.
Yeah, particularly Enochian magic. So if they're summoning on purpose the wrong thing, then what are they actually trying to bring into the world?
Ooh. I love this stuff too. What if our history is wrong and he really is an archangel? what if this ritual can make him become an archangel when they summon him? Ooh, what if it's not even Zachariah? Because like we don't even know who Zachariah is.
I mean, those are all very good points, Mark. So
Oh, I thought you were going to say they were dumb.
No.
no. The what we know of that that lore and that history was written by humans who quite notably get things wrong and misinterpret.
Tuck
Looking,
comes walking
looking
into the kitchen.
only at Emrys when I say that humans are known to get things wrong, and then side glance over at him like neither of us are human.
And Tuck comes walking into the kitchen, and he's like,
Yes.
"All right, so we have a giant pile of explosives out front.
You know where we could put them?
I don't know. I'm just making sure that we want a giant pile of barrels of explosives out front.
Can we put them in the basement of the Visual Arts Center?
Of what visual arts center?
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea, Mark.
This is
You're-
like tons. We're gonna need a flatbed truck to haul this.
You're gonna put a bunch of explosives
Well, it's
in
not,
the bottom of a school,
it's not technically explosives yet. You have to mix them together. Well, you
but
don't wanna do
explosive
that, but
material
Yeah, it's material to make a very big fucking bomb.
beneath a school, though.
Wait.
That does sound
Full
like
of-
a really bad idea.
Full of
Who-
innocent people.
There's
the-
night classes, yeah.
What time of night is it?
It is. There better not be any fucking classes because it's like 4 in
Yeah.
the fucking morning.
Yeah, there's no. She's the Rose. It's like it's 4 a.m. There's no classes. First classes usually don't start until like 7 a.m.
Are we planning to detonate the explosives right away? I can't even believe I'm
Let's amend
entertaining
this
this
to, are
idea.
y'all planning on detonating the explosives? I've got the wrong accent to be associated with explosives. Sorry.
Duchess Rose? Who in your kingdom is responsible for transporting things from one place to another using their special gifts of Wayfare?
Number one, you know way too much. Number two, we don't usually transport biochemicals.
Because of the banality.
We
That
don't like
seems-
taking those through to a trod. We'll probably hire a truck and move them out like that. Maybe a Penske van or some crap. I don't know. I don't know if
And the
it'll fit in
reason-
that either.
I'm guessing the reason why that hasn't been done yet is because of the late hour.
The late hour, the fact that we just got it out from underneath the house.
Fair.
Should have left it in the backyard, but I didn't really have any
mean-
control of that. The house popped it up where the house is going to pop it out.
Well, better there than wherever it was. I mean, we don't want the house in danger, right?
The house is already in danger.
What do you mean?
Ezekiel has permanent access to the house.
Wait. But whatever path he has access to the house through, isn't that a path that goes back to where he would be?
The Rose Red says he steps out of the darkness.
The house said he steps out of the shadows.
Oh, well, but the house can do whatever you want. Why can't you have the house illuminated in such a way where there are no shadows anywhere?
Because the painting overrid it. I can't override my own self.
Right. But did the painting say that you can't create so much light in the house that there are no shadows anywhere? If he has to use shadows as his transport in.
That's the Rose Red's like, that's literally impossible.
The house said it's impossible.
I would have to take out every single piece of furniture, every angle.
Why can't
everything.
you just create light from every angle headed towards everything?
Everything has to be removed from the home.
If there's any obstacle at all, it's going to cast a shadow
Cast shadow and yeah.
somewhere.
Or what if you redid the air in the house so the air illuminates light?
Don't.
I don't know.
It'd be like the coolest
how
fairy
that would
tale ever.
work.
Not like super bright light, but just some low level light.
The house is just confused.
Rose feels
I'm
second.
gonna look at Rose. Come on, you know that's a cool idea.
I mean, it's a cool idea. I don't know if that's technically how
It's a
light
cool-
would work.
It's a cool
But
idea,
it's a
but
cool-
I'm not sure I can even do that.
I know I can't.
So they're
But
basically done with the
rewind.
ritual.
But rewind.
Yeah, they're basically done with the ritual. So at this point, like, are we doing nothing or are we gonna stop it?
We're gonna stop it. We need to think of a game plan, but we're gonna backtrack to what you said earlier.
And we need everyone else here as well.
Oh,
We're not
Exactly.
doing this just us.
The Nafandi.
okay.
You said you know why he was obsessed with me.
Oh,
Why?
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know it personally. I just know what I was told third hand. So I mean, like,
Well, what were you told?
he said that the Nafandi was obsessed with you because he was going to use your Fey magics to reshape the world.
In what way?
Like the magical way? Isn't this an Emrys question?
Why would he need my magic in the first place? He was very powerful.
He was obsessed with your Fey magic? Oh, and he wanted you to suffer a lot.
I mean, even in death or non-existence, I'm still suffering because of the abomination painting that he made.
Right.
Also,
He can't hurt you anymore. I mean, didn't I do a good thing?
you did do a good thing. However, there is a tiny bit of a problem with his cohorts.
Hydrate.
What's the problem?
They have my art case.
Do you want another one?
No,
the
this is
magical one?
the magical one that gives you what you need the most at the time.
Oh boy. That's bad. That's very bad.
It'd only work if they had a Fae who could use it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Banshee that came out of a painting.
They have the
made out of
painting,
her blood.
They have Murder Hobo.
and they have murder hobo.
Wait, Ray.
Have murder.
I'm going to use the tracking tool on the 3 guys I just found at the college.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to track Murder Hobo, and I'm going to track Banshee.
Make me a roll on Murder Hobo. And you can't track the Banshee thing, it's not actually real. Yeah,
While
basically,
they're doing
it points
that-
you back to Rosaline every single time.
Okay.
I'm going to take out my phone and I'm going to text Vera.
Perfect. Oh, by the way, the emoji that Rose totally sent was a small cat. It was the wrong.
Rose totally
thing. It was a
wrong.
cat. It was a cat.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's take a 50-minute break. It's 9:30, so it's 9:35. Let's go ahead and take a 50-minute break, and we're gonna get new drinks because I'm out of drink. And we will be back in 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving us a little bit of time away where we got to run around and do things, and none of us fell down. So that's the good part. So where we left off, Sphinx, Jonathan, you're about to make a roll, yes?
Yes. You said difficulty 10, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. 1 success.
I'm trying to think of exactly where Murder Hobo is at this point.
He's at your mom's house.
Is it your mom's?
Where does Pandora's mom live?
What?
Pandora doesn't know, actually. She got kicked out like a couple of years ago.
Oh. Well, don't
She
worry.
can
I'll be
tell
able
you
to tell
where
you as soon as I finish finding Murder Hobo.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
You want to know where your estranged family is? No.
No,
God,
not
it's a God,
particularly.
really?
Too late.
It's
Where
Mark
are
who's
you?
like, never mind, I won't tell you. Like,
You're back at the house. Okay. Murder Hobo. Yeah, Murder Hobo is further out to the north and east of you.
Okay. And then who was that other person that just came up in the conversation that you didn't ask
Pandora's
me?
mom?
No, no, from before the break.
No, you brought up the Banshee, but it would just ping you back to
Oh,
Rose.
that's right, the Banshee. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? While we're at it, where's Pandora's mom?
Why is that something that would come up at all?
It points you to where Pandora's mom is, and I have no idea where that is.
She's probably still in Queens.
In Queens?
In New York.
Got
Yeah.
it.
We're going to New York soon. It'll work out great.
Oh no.
We're gonna forcibly
Family
reunite
drama.
the
Family drama. All right, so what else are you doing, Mark? Oh no, what?
I just
What?
had a realization from that joke, and it's not even a good one. Mark
What?
just breaks down crying.
Oh my god!
Mark broke down crying?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Why is... Never mind. Mark's crying.
What?
Everett is in mid
Like
text and he's like,
falls down to a knee and is
Mark?
crying.
What
Mark?
the fuck happened?
"What is happening?"
Mark, are you
What is-
okay? Mark,
Yes.
Mark, what's wrong?
I don't want to talk about it.
We're gonna talk about our feelings. What's wrong?
Tuck's like, oh shit, and he leaves.
Can Tuck hug me?
Yeah,
He's
Tuck, come
gone.
back here. Tuck,
He's
get your ass back here.
I kind of want to see that, but also I'm more concerned about what's happening to Mark. I don't think I've
Mark?
seen that before.
Okay, what's going on?
Mark just like looks over at both of you, and then he like wipes some of the tears away, and he's like, Nafandi wanted to make a new reality from your suffering and pain. And then he's just gonna like walk out of the room. He's gonna go into the kitchen and he's just gonna start like grabbing cake and junk food and he's just gonna start eating.
That should be me right now, and I totally get it. Like, that is a whole mood.
Wow.
Yeah,
I got nothing. And I'm
You
just
know
gonna I'm just gonna finish texting Vera.
do you want me to go get Tuck to give you a hug? Would that make you
Yes.
feel better? Okay, I'm gonna go find Tuck.
Yes, Rose Red, where Tuck is.
Yep.
He's in the car, driving down the driveway.
Is there a way that you could put the car in the garage and make him come back in here?
I can't really affect the car. I can put Tuck in the garage, the car will crash.
I'm gonna call Tuck.
Yeah. Tuck's zone of no feelings. What the fuck you want?
I need you back in the house, please.
Am I gonna have to be all touchy-feely with people?
Mark won't stop crying unless you hug him.
I'm like a shark. I've explored the world with my teeth. I'm going to bite the fuck out of him.
We're not gonna bite people.
I like to bite people. Why I'm so popular.
You know what? Hold on. You know what? Hold on. Finn, where are you?
You put Finn to bed, if I remember correctly. Because he died
It's
again.
4 in the morning.
Yeah, no. She's gonna be like, listen here, you little shit. You're gonna come back into the house.
He was like, is that an order? Are you swinging the big balls around now?
I am. I am the lady in charge right now because Finn is sleeping. So you're gonna get your ass back in here. You're gonna kumbaya and hug Mark, and we're gonna be fine.
Did she just say kumbaya?
He's like, he says, you hear a car sliding to the stop on a gravel driveway, and he's like, this sucks, and the phone clicks.
I hate doing that.
Did you
Penny
really
looks at you and
just
says, no,
use
you
the
don't.
word- Did you really just use the word kumbaya?
Yeah. Are you surprised that I know that word?
A little bit.
The front door opens, and Tuck's like stomping into the room. Where's the fucking kitty?
He's in the kitchen eating cake.
Like, well, at least I can have some fucking cake. He goes,
There you go. Silver linings.
So while Tuck is trying to figure out how to hug Mark without biting him, we'll go kick back to the baseball diamond. Vera,
Hi. Emery's also texted me. I don't know what
Yes.
Emery's texted me, but that's great.
you shove your hand into the darkness as your phone chimes.
Oh.
You look at your phone and it says,
Hey V, good to know that you're okay. Also, and in all caps, WTF! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! With a big old like emoji that's just like,
All she does is look at it, text like, oh, is Mark there?
yes, Mark just got back. Lots has apparently happened on both sides of this phone. Mark found some information. When are you guys coming back?
Shrug emoji.
shrug emoji.
Please come back soon. Also, please be careful. Also, please don't do that fakakta bullshit again.
Fakakta bullshit again.
Love you.
Kalima.
Kalima.
Love you too! Exclamation point. That's the only thing she responds to.
So you reach into as you're like texting back with one
Texting
hand.
With one hand. She's like,
You're holding your other hand in the shadow. Pandora, what are you doing while she's like texting and holding her hand in the shadow?
if nothing happens after a while, she'll just pull her hand back.
Pandora's kind of fidgeting with the rosary and staring very intently at the shadow.
Like,
You
do
know,
it.
just
do
in
it.
case.
I'll-
No, for do
But
it.
I will
please.
chop your arm off. Do it.
Please do it. Please
So
give me a reason.
Yeah, Vera's just kind of like, text.
you feel
Oh,
someone take your hand, Vera.
oh.
Not violently.
Yeah, just a.
And you feel yourself being drawn somewhere. You recognize the feeling.
Yeah, she knows.
You're being gently pulled into shadow.
Son of a bitch.
Are you resisting?
Not really.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
So Vera just fades.
She's kind of said her piece, so she's putting herself physically between you and him, so neither can hurt the other. So
And you hear a voice in the darkness. Why? Why did you put yourself at risk again, child?
Sometimes you have to.
You seem to enjoy it.
No. I take no pleasure in this.
I was not expecting you to be as self-destructive as you are.
Self-destructive? You think I'm being self-destructive?
You drove a stake through your own heart.
That's not self-destructive.
We really do not have time to argue semantics at this level, but yes. You sought to make yourself completely vulnerable. Had I brought any associates, you would have been at their mercy. Most of my associates are not.
So then it would have been your fault. Are you trying to talk for me? He's slamming
helping.
the mic. He's like, "Hi, Mom."
So he says, again, it's not going to bother with that statement.
Okay.
Is there something you wanted before I move along?
You
That's
know.
playing with your badge.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. We're
I
just
just
gonna
love the pat.
we're just gonna sit here all night and watch the kitty play with stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move you.
I'm gonna move you.
He's like, "No, mother, no."
He's stealing mom's thunder.
He's like, "No, Mom." Are you gonna go to your neck? Yes. No. Okay.
Right. So he says, this, you made yourself and your intentions known. I offered you literally the world. With everything you wanted within it. I do not know what else I can offer you.
You know, you've been alive for dozens and dozens and dozens of centuries. You've had so much time to just be happy and content with what you are now. And I don't understand. You're still asking for more. You have wealth, you have followers, you have powers, you have a daughter who has idolized you for so long. And I don't understand why that's not enough for you. You know, they're going to try to kill you, or you're going to kill them. And in the end, I don't fear death, and I don't fear dying. Do you know what I fear? Living. I fear what happens if I survive and you die or they die. Because if they die, it'll be me all alone. And if you die, it'll be me all alone. Because they're going to age, they're going to die, and I'm going to stand alone if they kill you. And at that point, I'll probably just walk out into the sunshine one more time and shed a tear for you. But I put myself physically between me and them, and you and them. And unfortunately, it didn't work out the way that I thought it would. I came to you as Vera Vita, a young 20-year-old child and a nun, and I was powerless and enraged and determined. And I am standing now as Vera Rota, 125-year-old woman, a vampire and a fighter. And I rose from those ashes that I created, and I am basically a reverend. But I stand your daughter. More important, I am begging you as your child. Reconsider. Humans are selfish and destructive and potentially world-ending anyways. But there's still beautiful creatures that strive for happiness and strive. They live a fraction of what you get to live. A fraction. And all they want is happiness, and you're trying to take it from your entire species. They're what keeps me human. You didn't leave too much humanity in me. They turned me more human. And if you kill them, you are taking that from me. But at the end, I will stand alone. No matter what you choose. So as your child, I am begging you, please. Don't put me through that choice.
You feel a hand touching your cheek in the darkness.
And she'll just close her eyes. She hasn't wiped the tears yet. And when he does that, just a single one falls back down on the other side.
As I said before, the only reason that I was able to continue on this path was because I found, or you found me, as the case may be. I knew that I needed to keep you safe. And I had already been a part of this for so long. It is the only thing that makes sense. As you said, the humans are self-destructive. Kindred in kind, they have the same thing because in the end, we come from them. And then all the other supernatural creatures are of the same ilk. They are bonded to them. The wares are it's part of what they are. The mages are just more powerful versions of them. It is not about whether or not I want humanity to survive it. It is the nature of the world that you are forced to live in. You said, what is the only thing? Or so you said, what could I possibly want out of all this eternity that I have had? Half of it is missing. However long I have been alive, technically only been alive for half. Is a life, that I have cursed you. What happens to you when your friends have to do things in the daylight? Where are you? You are a cold corpse, laying wherever you choose to rest, while they go through hardship and danger, and there is nothing you can do to help them. You can't even worry. We don't dream. We don't sleep. We are dead for half our existence. The world I wanted for you, there would be no half-life. You would be able to function, be there for everything. Not having to leave your friends to fend for themselves without your gifts and abilities. Not having to hear on second hand what they did while you could not be there. What does it make you feel when you hear the trials and tribulations they have gone through, and you were not there, not because you did not wish to be, but because you could not be? What does that make you feel?
It's not about what I feel.
Why not? An honest question. Why not?
Because I'm happy just to be around them when I can.
Which instantly lets me know that you would be happier to be around them more.
I don't need you to fix my problems because they're not problems.
I do not know how to make you understand.
I don't know how to make you understand.
I can understand what you're saying. I can feel. Thanks to you, I can feel what you are telling me. I understand what it means to you, as I can hear it in your voice. One thing you learn when you live in darkness, you learn how to listen. I know what you're saying. And I know that what you're saying is true. But in the end, the only things that we can act upon are the things that we can control. And this is what I can control. This is what I have spent a lifetime working towards. Oddly enough, this is the first time I've ever been passionate. I have to go. I
Yeah,
will send you back.
you do realize this is going to end very poorly for one of us.
I will do everything I can to keep you safe.
Though I saw this coming, it still hurts. Send me back.
You feel like a hand on your chest. It feels like it's almost pushing you back slowly. And as the darkness is starting to brighten around you, you hear him say, "This is everything I feared." I have nothing left to fear.
How dangerous to finally have something worth losing, huh?
And the light builds around you, and you're standing back in the baseball. Well, you're crouching back in the baseball diamond. Pandora, I'm assuming that you and Marco were like frantically looking around when Vera disappeared.
You both just like immediately. I just saw you both running back and forth. Just
No,
I mean-
Pandora was doing something with the rosary.
I just
Yeah, and Marco,
in my mind, it was just
Marco
like the most
leaped forward and tried to
cartoonish-
grab Vera, but he basically passed right through her.
Yeah.
Just in my mind, it was the most cartoonish running and screaming like of you both.
Like when cartoon characters are on fire, and instead of falling down, they just run back and forth.
I'm just gonna stand up and dust myself off.
Marco is like on you in a second. He like turns around and looks at you. He looks
Like, oh,
you
I'm
down.
okay,
He turns
I'm
you the other way around and looks up and down. He's like, "Oh God, she would have killed me."
You think I wouldn't have killed you first?
It's like, what?
I'm okay. I'm just gonna like gently reach and pat Marco on like his cheeks, like
he,
very gently.
he lets go of you when you say
Yeah,
you're
but
okay.
still,
He's
she's just like, I'm okay, and we'll do like a gentle pat.
"Can we get the fuck out of creepy baseball diamond now?"
Yeah.
Never been so scared of Little League.
I'm just gonna reach down for Pandora's hand. Are you dog or are you
No,
just normal?
she's human right
Okay,
Oh,
I'm just
she's
gonna reach down for your hand.
now. She's gonna put something around your wrist.
She looks as she was not expecting this.
She took some of, because you broke the rosary, she took some of the beads and made a little miniature bracelet with like the 10 and then the Our Father bead and
Uh-huh.
then like one of the other like center beads. And then she made herself one. So she puts one on your wrist and then she hands you the other one.
She puts her other hand down.
Sandra's gonna take her hand and stand up.
You ready?
I am if you are.
Yep. Let's go.
So you guys go get into the SUV and start heading back, I assume, to the house. Marco's just on autopilot.
Yeah.
All right. So back at the house.
Yes. Beautiful.
Oh, Bear's about to catch such shit.
All right. So, Emery's, what were you up to?
So I had just like that texted
Vera.
Vera. I am still sitting in the wherever we were, like, having
We're still
tea.
having tea.
Having tea. Like, I've got the sword like propped up on. I'm thinking. I guess we were sitting like on an island or near a table. I've got the sword on the island, and I'm just kind of staring at it while drinking. Like, can't believe I was right about that.
The blade hums with quintessence.
Oh, it really does sing. Oh boy. I did 1,000 historians just punched the air. Oh boy. I am going to like gently put the cup down beside it, and I'm going to, as carefully as I can, but as confidently as I can, grasp the hilt.
Holding onto the hilt, grasping it firmly, you feel the blade almost as if it is like your staff. You can feel that it contains quintessence. You feel that you can pull quintessence from it. You can put quintessence in it. You can feel that it has the ability to manipulate several spheres. It has the ability to manipulate time, life, and forces.
Oh boy. You write that down.
It can either be utilized, yes, all of the equivalent of 3. It can either be utilized to augment your own spheres, or it can be utilized to be able to have its own effects based on those spheres from the blade itself. So it can kind of act like a secondary wizard.
Right.
You feel like the only thing you really need to do is pretty much using Prime. You need to link yourself to the sword.
Okay. I am going to kind of like hold the sword to me, kind of in that like, please don't do the thing, like in that way, and try to use the prime spheres to link to the sword.
No problem. You make me an arete roll. Difficulty is a 6.
All right. Let's go arete roll.
Sorry, I'm trying to pet my dog, but he won't let me.
1, 2, 3.
There he is. 3?
3, and 2 of those 3 are 10s. I don't think that matters, but you know.
Gotcha.
Worth figuring out.
You reach out, focusing through the prime sphere, and you feel your essence touching the essence of the blade. And in your mind, you hear a voice, a woman's voice. She at first is speaking, and it sounds like English, but you can't, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. A lot of the words have different cadences. But as she's talking, it suddenly just becomes like regular English. And she says, "You hold in your hand the blade of Camelot, the blade of kings. With it, you can achieve greatness. With it, you can fall from grace. The choices are yours."
Do I sense that it's like waiting for an answer?
Not really.
Okay.
It seemed to be almost like a statement.
Gotcha. And I will nod and like I'll just say out loud, I hope to only achieve greatness.
There is not really a response.
Didn't think there would be.
So, Rosaline, what are you doing other than drinking tea and watching Embers play with a sword?
Because Sam isn't here. Phrasing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Someone was gonna say it.
Rose is gonna peek into the kitchen to make sure the hugging moment is occurring.
So, Mark, you're in the kitchen summoning cake.
Well, I'm like just handfuls of cake in my mouth,
Oh, baby.
and it's just like falling wherever it falls.
Tuck comes walking in to the kitchen, and he looks at you and he says, "Why exactly do you want me to hug ya?"
Mark just keeps eating cake.
Like, I was sent in here to give ya a hug.
You don't have to do stuff you don't want to. Can I have more cake, please? As I just like ask the house.
More cake appears. And Tuck looks at you and he's like, I need to understand something. You want me to want to hug ya.
I'm just gonna like nod and like have snot running down my face as I'm just trying to cram cake over the snot into my face.
Why are you sad?
I'm just gonna turn my back to him and I'm just gonna start eating cake.
Oh my god.
I need some help. I'm not a hugger or a toucher. At least not without exchanging monetary. Never mind. Why exactly?
Okay. Mark turns
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna like drop the cake
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna walk over
He's like,
and he's gonna reach behind him and he's gonna pull out his wallet and he's gonna take out the only $5 bill he has. Is he's gonna like shove it into Buck's chest with like the cake all over his palm and just push him away and be like, just keep the $5. I don't want you to hug me if it costs money. And I'm gonna run upstairs.
Oh
That's
god.
not
damn
what
it.
I meant at all. He doesn't want to hug anymore. Can I go?
No.
What the fuck?
Keep an eye on Finn.
I was like, Finn's asleep.
Keep an eye on him.
Sweet shit, alright.
If he rolls poorly in his sleep, he might die again. You never know.
You never know.
I need to make Finn make nap checks real quick.
He rolls over,
Apparently.
hits his head on the dresser.
No,
dies.
literally. He
Nah.
tries to get out of bed, he rolls his ankle, falls out the window, and dies again.
Yeah, comes home, picks up him like, why are you on the lawn?
Oh my god. Rose
I'm
is
gonna-
gonna follow Mark up the stairs.
I'm gonna go take a nice soothing hot bath, Drowns.
With his fucking luck at this point, yeah.
That sounds about right.
Mark.
There's a trail of
Okay.
fucking cake up
Right.
the stairs.
Hey, I sent you a Discord message real quick.
Okay, sorry.
So that you can accurately play out the scene.
Okay. So you
Oh,
go
boy.
upstairs.
Oh boy.
You say Mark. There's no
Yeah.
answer at the door.
Mark. House, can you open the door, please?
The door swings open.
She's gonna peek into the room.
The room looks completely empty.
Mark.
No one on the bed that you can see. The lights are off.
All right, there's a thing I'm gonna do.
Hmm.
I'm gonna Uno reverse this on Mark. I'm sorry, my dude. I have a thing called Sears Wisp.
Mhm.
I can track somebody down with it.
How?
It's a soothsay thing.
Okay.
The realm dictates who or what the changeling is trying to find. The more success his rolls, the more direct and safer the path is.
Okay. Roll it.
All right. What realm would it be?
Actor.
I mean, he's technically part Fae. Can I
Oh, no,
argue?
he has a
with Fae?
seeming, so he's Fae.
Nice. Target number.
How do you determine the target number on that? Is B his banality currently, right?
I think.
He has a seeming, so it probably would be a 6.
Cool. 1, 2, 3.
What was that?
That was Sam in the other room going,
Yeah,
how
no,
dare you?
Wow.
I just like the way upward lilt that took.
5 successes.
Jesus Christ. All right. So it tells you where he is actually.
So it will tell me where he is and leads me on a very safe. The safer the path, the wisp leads the changeling, and it will last me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours if need be.
So you'll
So
never
how much
make it
information
there.
do you get at once?
Yes, how much information do you get at once? She already said it tells you where you're at. And the wisp will lead her on the safest way there, and it lasts for 7 hours.
So
The
wait,
first-
so the wisp doesn't tell you the path you take. It like you
She
follow it.
follows the wisp.
It takes the safest way there.
Oh,
The
okay.
more direct, the more successes roll, the more direct and the safer the path the wisp leads the changeling goes.
So here's the thing. The first thing you know is that Mark is in New York City. After you open your eyes, you're kind of standing in the room because you stepped in the room, did it. You see on the mirror in crusty chocolate cake, written in the mirror, says, "Went to NYC."
Rose is gonna call Mark on his cell phone best as she can.
So did you call Mark or Marco?
She called Mark.
I don't even know
Mark,
if she has
you know,
Marco's number.
Mark, that guy who's now in New York. That guy.
Yeah, the guy covered in cake still.
The kitty.
The kitty.
Hey,
The
I promise you,
cake-covered kitty.
I am not the weirdest thing that's currently on the subway line.
Never.
You know what?
Oh,
No,
no, that's
you're
not
not.
possible.
No,
That's
you're not.
possible.
No,
But
you're not.
Still.
I mean,
I saw Darth Vader. On
I
the
have a
subway
cell
once.
phone here, and I'm like licking
Oh
cake off
my
my hand,
God.
and I'm still not
Mark.
the weirdest thing in the subway.
No.
Mark.
Did you answer the phone, Mark?
Oh, Mark.
Yeah, sure, I'll answer
Okay.
the phone.
Mark,
Yeah,
what are you doing in New York?
licking cake off my hand.
Why are you in New York to lick cake off your hands?
I don't want to be in the house with Tuck.
Why?
He called me a whore.
No, he didn't.
She's gonna mute the phone and she is yelling in Gaelic all the way down the stairs. It'll echo through the house for Tuck.
I hope Vera and Pandora
Tux.
are watching just as you're yelling at him.
That
Right?
sounds wonderful. Yes, we can make
Oh
that
my
happen.
God.
Emrys looks
please.
up and is like, "Oh shit! Somebody pissed her
Tuck-
off again."
Tuck stands at the bottom of the stairs. He's like, "What?"
She is cussing in Gaelic. Did you just call Mark a whore?
No, I said I like to frequent whores. I don't know where he got that from me calling him a whore.
I don't know,
And then he peels a $5 bill off his chest, and then he stuck this shit to me. Number one, never ever frequent a whore who only charges $5. You're gonna die of the clap. He throws it on the ground. Number two. Number two, I was trying to ask him, why he was sad. I was trying to do feelings, and I suck at it. And I was trying to do feelings. I asked him why he was sad, and I said, and he just turned his back and was all like, ooh. And I was like, I don't do this shit. I don't even do the touching unless I'm paying for it. And then he slapped me with $5 and he fucking ran away crying.
By the way, as Tuck was yelling, she unmuted the phone so Mark can hear the entire thing.
Am I getting yelled at more? I don't know what's going on now. I'm not
He's
coming
not
up
coming-
there because you're gonna hit
He's not coming back to the house.
me. Well, that's not my fault.
And
It's not.
As
I
this is
literally
happening,
almost told you word for word what I said.
as this is happening, and Vera
Yeah.
walks in, Emrys will see Vera, will wave, and he'll go.
Tuck, the stairs are right in front of the fucking main front door. Tuck
You
is
hear
standing at the
Rose
bottom of the
yelling
stairs.
daylight?
He's yelling up the
I have
staircase.
Marco and Pandora behind me, and Vera's like, mm-mm, mm-mm.
is Tuck responding in English or Gaelic?
English.
Oh my god.
That's why Vera's like, mm-mm.
Now Rose is gonna go back to the phone.
right after Tuck goes, I pay whores. He looks over at Vera and he goes, hey, and smiles.
She her fangs are still out. She hasn't retracted them, so she's like, mm-mm.
It's like
Now?
everyone's
How many
having a
times
great
do we
fucking
have to
day.
say it?
What?
Mark, I know
I feel like Marco's like, no.
Marco's about to quit.
Kinsley, I don't care about that. I owe you. No.
I don't give a fuck.
Anything else?
I want to raise right now.
What were you gonna say, Rosaline?
now, Mark. I know you heard everything that Tuck had to say just now.
Like when he said he wouldn't touch me unless I paid him.
Yes, he did say that.
He says he pays other people to touch Tuck.
Come on. I think Vera's back and Pandora's back.
As I shout out, where's Mark?
See? Come on.
Is he okay?
He went upstairs. He started crying for no reason. Like, I'm not exactly sure
Mark
what
was
happened.
crying?
He was crying. And I think I saw him like run up the stairs with like a handful of cake. I'm not sure if that's what I saw. I think that's what I saw.
Wait. So wait, no. The Legion Dragon's dead, right? He's not.
Yeah, I think so.
He's not like that again.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was Mark, but also crying
Oh,
and
no.
shoving cake into his mouth as he's running up this. I don't know what's happening right now. Up is down, left is right.
Now, Mark, what would cheer you up?
Finishing writing the yellow Q line for the next couple hours.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then what?
Transferring to the red line.
Okay, we're not going to stay on the subway all day.
But I don't have to pay to switch as long as I stay in the subway.
I was
Right.
going to suggest something else.
And I gave Tuck my last cash. I don't have any more money. I gave him everything I had because he said that's what he wanted, and he can have it because I don't want it anymore.
Mark, you can travel through things. You don't have to pay money to ride the subway.
I will if I get out of the subway because I can't get back in unless I hop the terminal, and that's against the law. And y'all said I shouldn't break laws anymore, and I'm trying to be good.
Oh
I just want to ride the subway. Why
Okay.
can't I ride the subway?
Okay, how about this? Why don't you come back here? You and I are gonna go somewhere. We're gonna go do the thing that we discussed a while ago.
You don't want
Because-
to do that.
Who said I didn't?
I asked you if you wanted to go, and you said no.
Was I upset?
I don't know. Maybe you're always
Was I-
upset.
Was I stressed out?
Well, obviously, you're always stressed out.
Was Finn dead the first time? Or the
I don't
second
know.
time?
He's died a lot. I can't keep track of this anymore.
Okay, I am saying I want to go because we might actually end up needing this person. The sooner we find him, the better.
I already found him, and I'm on the subway already.
You found him.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
hard.
You know
I
what?
heard the screeching from downstairs and went, no.
Okay.
Yeah, Emerald will
there-
just like beckon her over, and then I will
Okay.
point to
How
the
about
to the
this?
fridge.
We're gonna go get him.
Is there cake still left in the kitchen?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's cake smashed everywhere in the kitchen.
Period. I'm gonna start eating cake too.
Do you want countertop cake? Do you want floor cake? Do you want
Pretty
like?
much.
I think I'm gonna opt for countertop cake.
Sounds
Fucking Tuck comes
fantasy.
into the kitchen
Yeah.
and Tuck actually looks upset and he's like, I was just trying to tell him that I'm not a touchy person unless I have like this whole layer of,
Personal
unfeeling isolationness of paying for the exchange of physical contact.
I
Because
believe you.
I'm not a guy who likes to,
No, I
stick
believe you.
around or anything. So and then
You're
he
right. I believe you.
totally thought I was calling him a whore or something.
Vera still Vera straight up ruined her top. She has a large steak hole, so she's gonna go change. And she's just like,
Hey, we're still gonna talk about that.
don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the gaping
no,
hole in
no,
your
no, no, no.
shirt.
Oh, there was a lot more than that.
Now,
Ray, how long would it take
As you hear
to
the basement door
leave here
slam.
and travel back to the house in the Deep Umbra? How long would that take me to do?
The big thing for me is we haven't really had a lot of, concepts of how long it takes to go any fucking where in the Deep Umbra.
Okay.
No.
You've kind of just been teleporting using the Deep Umbra. I'm gonna fuck you over with it eventually, because there's really scary things in the Deep Umbra.
It's been bamfing in and out.
But as you said, when you have a direct line to something, travel time and movement in the Deep Umbra is a concept of the mind, not of the body.
Okay, I'm gonna put the phone on mute for a second,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna turn to somebody next to me,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna like look at them. Well, you don't have to put me on mute. That's kind of pointless at this point. And just like give them like a real good up and down,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like pop off for a second. I'm gonna like use the mirror in the room with the cake on it. I'm gonna put my hand on Rose's shoulder, and I'm gonna pull us back onto the queue line.
Okay.
She's gonna hang up the phone and then just sends a text that says, "I'm in New York." LOL smiley face to the group chat.
So this is the queue line. It's like a nice line, I guess. The subways are all basically the same, but I like
Mhm.
writing this one because I wrote it a
Okay.
lot.
Tuck
All right.
looks at his phone and goes, "Finn's gonna fucking kill me."
Emrys just texts the group chat. Nothing surprises me anymore.
No. Rose just texts back. Rose texts back just privately to Emery's, Pandora, and Vera,
Mhm.
trying to calm Mark down.
I'm just curious real quick.
Thumbs up
When y'all say y'all
emoji.
are texting the group chat, are we talking about the real group chat or the group chat that's like minus Mark?
The real one.
The real group chat.
Well, I just have to ask. I imagine there's actually a group chat that's like minus Mark.
No,
No.
there's not.
No, there's not.
There hasn't been. Yeah.
Vera
No.
slams the basement door. She's changing. She needs some time. But then she's like, texts Emery off the side of ... Wait, was that a sword on the table? She's like, shit.
Emrys texts back. Oh boy, do I have a story for you.
Does that mean I have to come back upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's not gonna avoid that.
You lying.
You see in the
Why?
basement that
Yeah.
there are now 2 rooms.
Two?
The end of the basement now has 2 cement rooms. The
She's like-
doors.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What's
no.
she opens?
No.
She opens the one that's not hers.
It is a wonderfully appointed room with a large, dark casket.
Oh no. She
What
steps
did you
she immediately steps in and she's like, she looks around, takes a good look, and then goes, nope. She closes the door. Was there anything suspicious, like upon first glance? Anyone in this room?
There's not a single mirror anywhere inside that room.
Shocking. And she's like, no, because she is already aware that Ezekiel had come into the house by him, like, already. So she's like, no. And then she goes to her room. She's like, I need like 10 minutes.
You see that in your room there is a number of very gothic style dresses and outfits, pantsuits, and everything like that hung from an open closet against one wall.
She just slowly pulls out her phone and texts Ezekiel, I'm not a rogue princess. Send. And then she puts the phone down and lays down just on the bed.
And just lays down on the bed.
Yeah, she just like straight up body like flops on it, head in pillows.
Screaming into the pillows.
A little bit.
Emrys is just.
You probably hear like a very muffled scream. It's like, it's
The
fine.
faintest muffled screaming.
She's fine.
All right, so Pandora, what are you doing? Finn like comes and sits down by you, and he literally gets a plate and a fork, and he just starts shoveling some cake off the counter onto the plate. It's just like a pile of things. And he's like, vanilla ice cream, and he goes to the freezer.
Or is that Finn or Tuck?
It's Tuck. Sorry.
Let's talk. Okay. I was about to say. Okay.
Like, why is Finn awake?
No, Finn's out. He died again.
Yeah. Finn died again. He's probably gonna die again on the way down the stairs. You know?
His bedroom's on the ground floor. He knows better than to try stairs.
Actually, it is by the balefire. It is in the basement.
Oh yeah, no, he's way down in the basement. That's
Okay,
right.
so he's gonna die on his way up from
On
the
the
balefire.
elevator.
The
Yeah.
elevator's gonna
Elevator.
snap and fall.
Yeah, it's gonna Resident Evil him.
Vera's down here. She'll hear him scream. She'll know what happened. It's fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll walk it off.
Walk it off.
He's
Die and
blonde.
walk
He's
it off.
evil. He's gonna walk it off.
Yeah, he'll be fine. We'll just like give him some, just make him some splints out of like tongue depressives or whatever. He'll be fine.
Bird bone
Oh,
motherfucker.
God.
Anyway,
Vera's just like walks by. You want the blood? No. Okay.
Brittle
What did-
bone. Brittle
What
bone.
did that trigger? What did that trigger a memory? Wow. A splint out of tongue
So are you
depressors.
just-
How about a splint out of popsicle sticks? How
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that one? How about
Yeah.
that one?
are you just eating cake with Tuck?
and leaning over to Emery. Okay, how much do you want to know? Before she tries to act like nothing happened.
Marco sits down and he says, "She fucking staked herself."
That's what Mark said. Yeah. Staked herself and Ezekiel along.
Oh, she
with
got
it.
them both, but when they fell over, apparently it created a shadow, and Ezekiel
Yeah.
just disappeared off the stake.
Fucking.
So it didn't even work the way she wanted it to.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure she fucked Ezekiel up for a bit, but
She fucked Ezekiel up. Mark shredded him. Almost killed him.
Oh.
Almost. So fucking close. Almost.
Why didn't you
Almost.
quite mention the part about him almost killing Ezekiel.
Oh yeah. He
He said he
Yeah.
chased
he
him.
pretty much gutted him.
Yeah. He was
Wow.
this fucking close.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure
So-
Vera wasn't happy to know that.
No. But
Okay.
he was hiding. Mark was pissed about it.
Sure.
He disappeared. I'm assuming that's how he got to you, right?
He went somewhere else first, from what I understand of things. Went to the local university, found one of Ezekiel's cohorts. Apparently, said cohort is trying to summon an archangel that isn't quite an archangel.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre, but I mean, I've got no reason not to believe that that's the case. I mean, Mark teleporting places is not outside the realm of imagination for any of us at this point.
Oh no, not that at all. But like, why an archangel all of a sudden? Like,
That is a very good question.
um,
Particularly an archangel who is supposed to, according to, of course, the lore, be on the front lines during the final battle against Hell. Like, that seems oddly specific.
is this like a roundabout way of them trying to rapture us? Like, is that what they're trying to do?
The thought did cross my mind.
Oh, that's annoying.
And then Mark came here, told us all of this,
Mhm.
talked to Rose about the Nafandi, and apparently the Nafandi wanting to use Rose's pain and suffering to remake reality or the world or something. And then he got sad all of a sudden and started crying, and he went and got some cake, and then lots happened.
And then New York.
And then he's wait, what?
You didn't hear?
You didn't.
Oh, I
You got a text message.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The text. right. The text. Yeah, nothing surprises me anymore.
No.
Tonight's been a night full of insanity. Yeah, and I'm just gonna stare at the sword on the table.
Oh wait. New thing?
Yeah. So, how familiar are you with Arthurian legend?
That's the thing that they made fun of in Monty Python, right? And the Holy Grail.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I know that.
Okay. So, long story short,
Mhm.
this is Excalibur. I'm
Is that the
apparently
one that was in the stone?
in the stone. Yes, like the Disney
Oh,
movie.
okay.
I am a Merlin.
That's a fish.
No, that's a wizard.
Tuckles, no, that's a marlin. A marlin.
That's a Marlin.
Oh,
Yes, thank you, Tuck.
no, Merlin isn't Merlin the
Remember the
father
Sword
of
of Stone
Nemo?
that no, that's
Merlin
Merle.
is the weirden.
Vera comes up during this argument. This is the argument that Vera walks into.
No, Merlin's the weirden.
I'm a
Merlin
Merlin,
is
you're
the
a
creature that lives in half in one realm, half in the other. He's kind of like a human fae, but not a changeling type shit.
So like Mark?
Holy shit, that would be weird.
That would be weird. Well, he did come through a weird door that randomly appeared in my room. So
Well, yeah,
that
he
was
can
crap.
he can basically go where he wants.
Yeah. Well, apparently he's not the only Merlin that exists. There are Merlins all across the multiverse. For every realm, like reality, there is a Merlin. I am apparently one of them. And this is an Excalibur. It's his Excalibur that he has loaned me until he needs it again, and I find this realm's Excalibur. So yeah, that's a thing.
And Tuckles, but Merlin doesn't use Excalibur. Arthur uses Excalibur.
Right. So his
Are you
author,
here?
I think, his author is dead, and he was waiting for
Oh.
the rebirth of the one true king kind of thing. And so while he was waiting, he was like, "Hey, this kid who's also a Merlin, I guess, needs it," and came through and it's like, "You need this way more than I do right now."
Does that mean you're supposed to find Arthur?
Not with this Excalibur. I have not yet met this realm's Lady of the Lake, apparently, and I get the sword from her to then find Arthur. I'm assuming is how
Vera's
that will work.
pulling blood packets out of the fridge and is like, "I'm not touching any of this shit. I'm not touching that.
Marco's like looks at Vera and he's like, "Where did you get that?"
Do you want one?
Yes.
I like Capri Suns."
Freaking presents.
I'll hand him one. I'll hand him like a bigger one of the two and be like, "Here."
Takes it. He's like, "I spent a lot of blood to be able to,
Me
kill
too.
your father."
Me too. I'm not touching that sword.
Oh, it is the Sword of Light, so you probably
I'm not touching it.
shouldn't. Yeah.
Marco shakes his head and he's like, "Now we've got Arthurian legends, so I don't know what the fuck's going on."
Well, apparently Mark is also a Galahad.
Are we
He
gonna have
was
a
in
round table or something?
He was in Monty Python for sure.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Are we? No. I'm not doing this. No. And she's just like,
Okay, well, if we're not doing that,
no.
then
No.
and I would
No.
hold my
Absolutely
So you want to tell me why you tried to kill yourself
She's just like this.
or paralyze yourself?
She just what?
She's just like this, sucking on the blood pack.
I get you love your father. I get it. I feel the same for Tati. Here's a better question. Was this the plan all along?
Do you want the answer? Really?
I do. Yes.
Then yes.
Okay. Follow-up question. Why didn't you tell anyone?
She reaches out to put her hand on top of yours. And she looks at you dead in the eye and goes, "Because you would have stopped me."
I wouldn't have liked it.
No,
But
you would.
had you told me exactly what it was that you were trying to do and explained it to me, I would trust you enough to know what you are doing.
You would have tried to stop me or come up with some way that I wouldn't potentially kill myself,
I would have tried
or
to logic you. I would have tried to
or
logic
would
you
have
out of it.
told
Yes.
Mark or Pandora, and one of you would get the bright idea to stop me, and I just can't do that.
If you had asked me to not tell anyone, look at me, Vera. Look at me, Vera.
I'm looking
Vera,
at you.
Vera, Vera.
Amazing.
We are best friends, Vera. I love you so God's damned much, and I trust you with my life. I trust you with Penny's life. I trust you more than I have trusted anyone in this room, anyone I've met, save from my Tati and Penny.
I know.
I would have trusted you to know what you were doing. Would I have liked it? Fuck no.
In all honesty, I
Because-
didn't 100% know if it would work or if we would both end up dead, so I couldn't exactly tell you that.
Had you wound up dead, I would have been rightfully pissed.
You rightfully pissed, but I'm not dead.
But you're not dead, so I'm
And
only
neither is-
mildly. Yeah, I heard about that. Heard about the both Marco and Mark told me about that. I'm gonna have to give one of you, Marco and the kitty. Both told me about that. It's too confusing calling them both. They both have similar sounding
Mark
names.
is going to be pissed if you do that because then he's going to think Marco's stealing his name.
That's true. It's true.
You could call
Marco
number one
Polo.
and number two.
Marco Polo
Mark could
and
be
Mark.
number one. Then maybe he'll come back from New York if we call him that.
Why is Mark in New York?
Oh,
That's sad,
something made
Ren.
him cry,
Something made him cry.
so he just fucked off to New York.
He made him
Let's-
cry.
Let's cut
There's
back
a-
over to New York.
Okay.
Sitting on the subway.
So, Rose, you're on the subway. Marcus is telling you which lines are the best to ride on.
Yep.
What are you doing?
She is listening intently and she's trying to get him to tell her what made him upset. Okay, why are you sad?
You know how Tuck said he wouldn't touch me unless I paid him money?
Yes.
That's not what he said.
Yes.
Well, I was already sad because I realized I've been like tracking everybody who's not hiding from me so I can find them because I
Mhm.
can do that. And then it hit me. I spent my whole life here in New York City growing up with my grandmother, and I've never even met my mom or my dad. And I could just figure out where they are if I wanted to. But I don't know that I want to know where they are. Because just like Tuck, they left me and nobody wants me. Can we go to Norway now? I don't want to be in New York anymore.
Yeah, let's go to Norway and then we're going to continue this discussion. And I'd rather not be at New York anyways. This is where my actual parents are, if they're still alive.
I mean, I'm sure they had a reason, but I don't want to know what it was if the world's going to end because it's just going to distract me.
I get that feeling. I get it a lot. So let's go. Wait, is he in Norway?
Yeah.
Let's go.
The train emergency brakes come on.
Oh,
The chain comes to grinding stop. The lights all go out. And a voice comes on. The emergency lights kick in. People are screaming and yelling. There's some people who fell down and they're hurt. The emergency lights come on, and you guys are sitting there on this train in the subway in the dark, with just the red emergency lights on.
we need to go.
I'm gonna take Rose's hand with my cake hand,
Mm-hmm.
I
And-
will hold the cake hand.
and I'm gonna like put my fingers on the glass window with the red emergency lights
Mm-hmm.
and just look at it and slide into the Umbra.
You try and slide in the Umbra, and there's something barring your way.
Oh.
It looks like a giant spider web.
That
And we're gonna wrap for the night.
Can I say one last thing?
Sure.
I'm gonna turn to Rose and look her straight in the eyes and say, I don't know if Gaia bailed on me for the second time, or if just the Umbra doesn't want me around anymore too, but I can't leave here.
well, fuck.
All right.
I also have one more thing I'd like to do.
Sure, go ahead.
So back at the house, like
Mhm.
after like Emrys has said all of that, he's gonna get up, he's gonna walk around to where Vera is, and he's gonna give her a huge hug, and he's gonna kiss her on the cheek and say, I'm really fucking glad you're okay. Life would have been awfully dumb and boring without you.
At least I keep you entertained.
Well, I also kind of love you too, so.
She like puts her arms like this on your arm that's gripped around her shoulders and goes, yeah, I love you too.
Good. If you ever do anything that dumb again, I'm gonna. I don't. You'll never hear the end of it.
When she looks up slowly, she's like, you mean when?
When? Yes, that's accurate.
All right. Thank you all very much for playing tonight, guys. I love you so much. You guys are Chaos Unleashed. And Mark, Jonathan,
Yeah.
you don't know what you just did, but yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, God. Kinsley, I'm going to take you home to New York. No. No.
Mhm.
It's fine, Mark. We can fix what's in New York. Just us. We got it, Mark.
Oh, God.
Do you know how banal it is just to be in New York?
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
It's fine. Finn is gonna be
Wait,
fucking pissed
wait,
when he
wait.
wakes up.
No. I actually want to like argue that one real quick because I've been to New York and it is far from banal. It is a city of wonder. That place
It
has
is.
so much life and heart in it. I would argue Dubai is banal because Dubai is like New York, but without the heart and soul of the city. It's like it's skyscrapers that are built, but they're, and I'm not knocking the city, but it doesn't have like the old charm or like the heart of the city like New York does. It's like, I mean, obviously they threw a lot of money into making the city, but it's done in a way where there's like, the city doesn't feel like it has a life to it. Like New York feels alive, and like anywhere you go, like all the tourists there are just like mesmerized by the whole place.
I mean, there is the whole fake court here.
The fake courts are in upstate New York. Number one. Number two, and upstate New York is gorgeous. Number two, I've been to New York several times. It's banal as fuck.
I feel like we had two very different New York trips.
We may have, because I got to, both times I went, the fucking garbage union was on strike, and there was
Cool.
trash
Neither of you have
piled-
lived here. Neither of you have
Nope.
lived in New York, so you don't get to make it
Hey,
up. I agree with
Jersey,
Jonathan.
shut the fuck up, Jersey.
No, I was born in New York. Okay, I was born in New York. My childhood was in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. That's in the 5 boroughs. None of you grew up in there.
Hey, there is a court in the city because it was the
Yeah.
Battle of Manhattan.
That's true.
Because New York is a bad bitch.
Because Concordia is part of New York City.
Oh, I
That
know.
is High King David.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
All right.
New York is also the
Anyways.
heart of like the arts on the
New
East
York
Coast.
sucks severely.
Broadway, the Statue of Liberty, like every monument that's around there that people are just mesmerized by. You have Saturday Night Live there. I mean,
Got the Apollo Theater there.
The Met.
All
the
of
fucking
Harlem.
Met.
oh yeah, and think about all those people that like hopelessly put all their dreams into sports that go nowhere, and they still do it year after year.
There's a reason why the Unsleeping City is set there.
Well, now
In
that we've
conclusion, New York sucks severely, and it's magical as
Oh,
fuck.
hey,
and-
you know what? The guy that has like zero social media experience is saying, comment here and on the Discord about whether or not you agree with us about it being not banal or Ray about it being banal.
yeah.
Throw it all over the comments everywhere.
Let's
You
do
guys
a
can
I
put it,
mean-
or not.
put it.
I
You can
mean-
go.
Get in the
You
comments.
can go to
Let's
the
do a
Discord.
poll.
You can go to the Discord and go to the Emerald Sanctums chat room, not the RP chat room, but the chat room, and you can lecture me on why or why not New York is banal or not banal. Get in the comments. So, in the
And
meantime,
remember, for every person that tells Ray he's wrong, you get 3 tickets to a drawing for winning my favor.
no, you
From
don't.
winning my favor.
Yes, you do. You
Anyways,
get 3 tickets per correction you make to Ray for winning my personal favor.
Your personal favor?
Yes.
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
There you go.
I wasn't giving away your stuff. I'm giving away my stuff. I can do that.
Yes.
Now
you
we're
can.
playing it. I love it. I'm here for it. Let's go.
God.
so anyways,
Yes, where I was trying to go. Jonathan, thank you so much for coming in and being Mark as always.
Mark
Jonathan is the only one of us who's smart enough to stay off social media, but Jonathan is an old school dagger. He actually started out with us when we were still a podcast back in 2018, and he's been
those old videos.
yeah, we were older than fuck. But yeah, Jonathan is one of the old schools, and he started out with us way back then, and he's been playing with us almost constantly ever since, except for those about 9 months we were in Houston for a little bit right before Harvey. But yeah, so thank you, Jonathan, for coming in. Milagros, thank you so much for being a part of the chaos tonight. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling a little better.
A little better.
I will
didn't-
not accept New York slander, though.
I will slander the hell out of you.
I have
My mama
I have a
from New
video
York.
for you.
I can't accept the slander either.
I have a college humor video for you.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I started on the Kingdoms of Mist nano prep for this nano prep season, and I mean we're gonna be playing tomorrow. I can't wait to scream and cry and throw up and die again.
Right.
Because we're in so much danger, y'all. We're in a lot of danger. If you want to see us almost die again, tune in tomorrow. And also very excited for Monster Hearts because my character is a dumbass who keeps pushing herself closer and closer to her death. And then on Monday, next week is actually my birthday week. But yeah, next Monday we'll be starting M's new game, Changeling the Lost. I'm super excited for it. Can't wait for him to make me cry. It's gonna be great.
And thank you so much again for letting me traumatize you too. Oh, actually, technically letting Ivy traumatize you.
Oh, Ivy is absolutely killer. Ivy, if you have that like monologue thing that Vera said to Ezekiel written it down anywhere, like in its totality, I would like it because it was awesome.
I have bits and pieces of it. I'll send it.
Okay.
Sphinx,
Yo.
thank you so much for your time this evening. Are you doing okay?
I'm doing better. I have less knives in my hands now.
Less knives.
It's great,
nice.
and I feel better about the whole Vera thing too. I mean, I felt better about it, from the beginning of the session, but I feel even better about it now that we've actually had the exchange, and
it's always kind of wild when any of the wares are near one of the BBEGs. I'm just like, oh fuck, they could die in a heartbeat.
Please no, please, oh God, no.
Oh yeah, it could be bad. It could be so bad. Ivy,
Hi.
I know you're doing fine because you were traumatizing everyone else.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the scene with your dad.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
That was wonderful.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
Hey, you're doing okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
My throat kind of hurts, so I'm gonna rest after this.
Yeah.
I need there to be like some kind of like Academy or Oscar awards for like TTRPG RPGs so that I can nominate Ivy for that.
Oh, they're
'cause
actually thinking
good
about
lord.
trying to do a TTRPG based Streamy Awards
Why
type thing.
don't I just do that?
Dun, dun, dun. That's
I was like,
wonderful.
hold up.
Reach out. We can make something happen. Uh-oh. Thank you very much for the follow, Modalite85. Modalite85, sorry. 83. God, I can't see.
Hi.
How do you feel being trapped in New York?
It's fine.
It's fine?
It's fine.
Was it a
If
good...
you can make it there, you'll make it anywhere.
Yeah. If you can not get eaten there, you can not get eaten anywhere.
It's fine. I mean, Rose is technically back on her home turf.
Yeah, that's true. She is. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these people have been amazing. If you want to follow any of their content, you can find the links in chat right now. They're all amazing creators in their own right. Ivy runs for us every other Friday night, running a 5e game that is Suicide Squad themed. M runs for us Saturday mornings, running a Monster Hearts 2 Chronicle, and on the 12th, she's going to be starting running a new game on Monday nights, and it's going to be amazing. And she's promised us lots of torture, so we'll be.
It's supposed to be overcoming trauma. That is the theme of Changeling the Lost. We'll get there. We'll get there.
But first, we have to go through trauma.
Yeah, but first you have to have the trauma so you can get over the trauma.
Absolutely.
But you have the trauma in your backstories. You're just escaping the trauma. It's fine.
But escaping the trauma is also
It's the trauma.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be an 80s trust fund neglect baby.
I can't wait for from what I understand of what everybody else is just like badasses, and then there's just my dumbass like, hi, I deal everyone damage just by breathing.
Yes, every time I talk.
Every time I talk, it just
Minus
fucks
2.
everyone over.
-2.
God. That's gonna
Wow.
be great. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be happening on Monday night starting on the 12th, ladies and gentlemen. We thank everyone who is in the audience who stuck around. We really appreciate it. Remember, we do the raffle giveaways every single show. There's a random 20-minute period where we give away raffle tickets. This time, the raffle tickets are going to be for this badass mini. This is Astaroth, the Archdevil of Wrath. We give away one new mini every single month, and this is the bad boy for this month. He's on about almost a 6-inch wide base. He stands probably close to 10 inches tall, might be 10 inches tall. And he is a 4K 3D printed mini that you'll get if you win the drawing. To enter the drawing, you just have to be watching the show when we have a 20-minute time frame that we do announce. It does happen randomly though. And that time frame, you'll be able to put a keyword into chat. You will be able to get 1 raffle ticket if you're a follower, 2 raffle tickets if you're a subscriber. Also, if you follow us here, you also are automatically entered to win this set of D&D books. This is the Player's Guide Monsters Manual, the DMG plus the GM screen in that slipcase. Limited edition set, so it has foil covers instead of standard covers. So we're giving that away when we hit 1,000 followers, and as of tonight, I know we went up a few more tonight, which is absolutely wonderful, and thank you so much for that. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Let me find it. There it is. We are sitting at 947 followers as of right now. We're giving this away, we get to 1,000, so we're getting close to that under 50 mark, folks. And we need your help to get there. So if you can, let people know about us. Let them know that the giveaway is basically free. All they have to do is give us a follow. If you want to follow any of our socials, our link tree is in the chats as well. You can find all of our socials there. And remember, if you can support anyone, we always appreciate it if you do. Subscriptions, you get a free subscription if you have an Amazon Prime account. We love it if you use it on us. If you subscribe to the channel, you get extra tickets, extra features, and we get a little bit of extra funds to where we can actually go out and do things like go to Gen Con or go to MomoCon or Dragon Con and actually run events there for you guys at the conventions as well. So if you want to help us out in any way, shape, or form, we really appreciate it. In the meantime, I think we need to go ahead and find someone else to attack, and I know exactly who we're going after because there's a certain birthday boy we're going to go maul in chat. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you have to go out, be careful, be safe, wear a mask, social distance. It is bad. We all know it's going to stay bad. We have to be careful so we can come back every single week and provide you these games to enjoy, and you guys can come back every single week and enjoy them. At Dinner Game, we always save you a seat at the table, but now we're going to take that table and we're going to mosey it on over to ADH Adventures, where the illustrious Markov & Co. is celebrating his birthday by getting tortured by their GM. So, make some noise. Tell Markov & Co. happy birthday. His name is Sam as well, because you say Sam too. And be sure to thank ADH Adventures for the entertainment as well. And we love you guys. We will see you on tomorrow night for Kingdoms of Mist, our D&D 5e actual play. We love you all very much. Have a good evening. Good night. And the rating.